Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2000 points, Orks versus Adeptus Mechanicus. Right, so welcome to this 2000 points game, Adeptus Mechanicus versus Orks. Been a long time since we've seen AdMech on the channel. I had planned to shelve them for a bit longer, but no, I've pushed and am pushing to get them up to 2000 points here. Army fully adjusted and changed around for the new codex, and to get them into the league as soon as possible. It's a bit of a warm-up game, this one. And they'll take on the Orcs, so a tough enough game for them as the cogs start to turn once again for the Adeptus Mechanicus on the channel. So it is a time of change with these. As you can see, I'm experimenting with basing as well. Sort of gone off the grey and the green grass and shifting over to more of a sandy and brown kind of effect. Still working on the basings, work in progress here, but I should be able to update you soon as to what's going on with rebasing and revamping the army. There's new units on the way as well. So a real revamp coming for the Adeptus Mechanicus. So I'll call out the patrons here at gold level. They get names shouted out at the start of all of our games, and also Patronic dice to use at some point during the battle as well. So that's Andrew Swan, Bjork the Zog Puncher, Carrie Kunkel Thrall the Silent King, Charles Cranford, Chris Comiskey, Chris Heim, Dave Humphreys, Drew Gums, Dylan Moore, Isaiah R. Stott, Longbow BB, Luke Schwengel, Marcus Anthony, Maxwell Knuckles, Nathan Paxton, Nicholas Lucas, Paul Cook, Peter Elmo, Ray Cross, Samuel Perinari, Scott Castillo, Serg, The Artist Falling as Vij, Travis and Jen, Tyler Schwab, and Tyler Summers. So big thanks to them for their support at gold level. At the end of the game, I'll call out all the patrons supporting at silver level as well. And you can check out the end credits for all the names of all the patrons, including those supporting at bronze. I also have some models available from the channel. A couple of videos have been made about that already, but I'll show you what's available here. So I have a Necron army, roughly around about 1700 points, something like that. It's double monolith, 2 units of destroyers, 2 units of 20 or 4 units of 10 Necron warriors. There's also a Cryptek, Technomancer on foot, a Necron Lord, and also a large unit of Scarabs here. So that is all going as a discounted lot altogether with combined postage and a discount, or its individual units are available for the Necrons. So all the links I'll repost in the video description and then also in the comments section as well. It's all on eBay and shipping worldwide. Then I also have an Imperial Knight Errant, fully kitted out and magnetized, spare weapon as well. 10 Incubi from my Drukhari army. And then a couple of Phoenix Lords for the Eldar, so it's Karandras here, and then Fuegan the Burning Blade, also available. We've got the Bonesinger, sort of rare, obscure model, available for the Eldar, and also the Forge World Avatar of Khaine, so the larger model from Forge World. So those models all available at this stage. I'll put the links for them in the video description, also in the comments section as well. Shipping worldwide, so wherever you are, we can get this shipped out to you. But just moving some models on from the channel, making way for a whole lot of new stuff, and a chance for you to pick up some models and own part of channel history. Alright, so 2000 points of Adeptus Mechanicus. I'm going to run these as a battalion, and it's Mars I'm going for. Just it fits appropriately the colour scheme, and the rules are pretty good for Mars Forge World. So I'll be running just quite a straightforward setup for those. HQ choices then, first of all, Belisarius Call being taken just here. Then a Tech Priest Dominus. 2 Tech Priest Engine Seers. You can take one, and you can take another one for free without taking up a slot. So that's 4 HQ choices in total. Then onto troops, 3 units of Skitari Rangers, each equipped with Transonic Arquebus sniper rifle. Omnispecs for each of those as well. It's been given to those units of 5. That's 3 units of those. Then a full squad, or a squad of 10 Vanguard being taken, Omnispecs being added to that unit as well, but no further upgrades. Then taking the Cataphront Breachers. I've gone for torsion cannons on these and hydraulic claws, so they are quite expensive in points, but they can pack a mean punch as far as heavy firepower is concerned. Then onto elites here, you can see I've added a second unit of 10 infiltrators. All eyes on these in this game. I love the models. It'll be fascinating to see how well they get on as they try and take on the Orcs here. So full squad of 10 as of the infiltrators, taking the taser goads and flechette blasters. Repeating that again with a second squad. Then behind them is a squad of 10 Ruststalkers being taken. So there is a stratagem that lets you give a relic to one of these squad leaders, an alpha. So he's taken at 10 Porcopia. It just means that you can select an enemy unit in the fight phase within 3 inches, and it forces them to fight last. It could be quite crucial to help that unit along. Then for fast attack, 2 separate units, 2 individual units of 1 Sydonian Dragoons, just a bit of fast attack support. And then finally in heavy support, it is the Onega Dune Crawlers here, 1, 2 and 3 of those. So loadout for them is the Gatling rocket launcher, Daedalus missile launcher, and also the Twin Icarus autocannon for them to provide some all-round heavy firepower support. That's the list here for the Adeptus Mechanicus. There are Phoenix Lords on the channel, and they've been allocated units here for this game. So Michael Fryer, Space Marine player, have put him onto Belisarius Call for this game. For long-range firepower support, Longbow BB to go on the breaches in this game. And then, as I said earlier, all eyes on these units here, really wanting them to perform well. It's going to be tough enough trying to slow down and halt the Orc advance, but I've put Phoenix Lords onto these. So JP onto the Infiltrators, Chris Comiskey onto the second unit of Infiltrators, and then Chef likes to be put onto something choppy, so he's gone onto the Ruststalkers here. So 5 Phoenix Lords to help support the Adeptus Mechanicus in this battle against the Orcs. So that's the list here for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Tough enough for them, but a baptism of fire I think is a good way to get them going. Mike Walker will take command of the Orcs. He's played against them a good number of times. A chance for him to run them here in this game. So we'll take a look now and see what the Orcs have in their list. Alright, so 2,000 points of Orcs. Mike Walker to take command here in this game. It's the current list. It's been doing well enough on the channel. And Orcs have their beady eyes on the channel crown here. So good practice battle for them here, taking on the Adeptus Mechanicus. So double patrol, here is the structure, and it's Goths for both of those patrols. That's the clan being used. +1 strength on the charge. 6 is popping extra attacks or extra hits in close combat. So for HQ choices here, to Orc Warboss in Mega Armor. So it's Grog the Whopper. Warlord traits have paid out warlord traits here for these. So Arda's Nails being taken, that's -1 to the wound rolls against him, and the Crushing Armor relic being granted to him as well. Then taking Gutrippa, a regular Warboss being taken here for the Orcs. Power Claw being paid for him. Warlord trait is Brutal but Cunning, and then the Killer Claw being taken as a relic for him as well. Then the third HQ choice is the Weird Boy. Warpath and Fists of Gork being taken for him. Then fourth HQ choice is a Big Mech in Mega Armor, just this model here, with the Teleporter Blaster being taken for him. Then onto troops, 3 units of 10 Orc Boys, all sluggers and choppers. There's a knob in each squad. Each of those knobs taking big chopper. 2 dedicated transports, 2 trucks being taken for those as well. 1 unit on foot. The idea is that they go inside the battle wagon. Heavy support unit. So then taking a unit of mega knobs across here. Unit of 5, all equipped with their custom shooters and power claws for them. Then I've also taken a unit of regular knobs. It's a cheap unit. Squad of 5, and then giving them all big choppers across the board for those. A truck dedicated transport being granted to them as well. Then moving on for fast attack for the Orcs, squad of 3, smaller squad of 3 bikers. Zog's in there, it's the Forge model, but just running him as a regular knob. A power claw being given to him though, just to match the sculpt on him. So squad of 3. Then taking no upgrades, bare bones squad of 10 Orc Stormboys. Then 5 Deathcopters with their copter rockets and spinning blades. And then on to heavy support. So I have a battle wagon and across here. That has Ard Case, so loses open topped but gains toughness 8. I've then given it the Death Roller on the front as well for a bit of close combat ability, and then also paid the upgrade to give it the 5+ invulnerable save as well, which may well prove quite useful just to try and negate some of the heavy firepower that no doubt will come its way. Then taking a Death Dread, it's given it all of the Death Dread claws and the piston upgrade to give it the extra bit of movement and advancing for that model. So I think it gets plus 3 inches on the move, so it goes up to 9 inches on the move, just to speed that thing up across the board. And then finally for the Orks, 2 more heavy supports. The run double patrols, I can take 4 heavy supports in total, so it's 2 squads of 2 of the mech guns. Custom mega cannon has been taken for all of those, so all of them the same. I was running a squad of bubble chuckers, but I just very random, and so just that more reliable, you know what you're getting with those. So custom mega cannon has been taken across the board for those 2 squads of 2 mech guns. That's the list here for the Orks. They pack a mean punch. They do need to be slowed down and stopped before they can hit hard in close combat. Tough challenge for the Adeptus Mechanicus, so a good baptism of fire for them. We'll go on to scenario and deployment next for this battle. Alright, so scenario and deployment tier for this game. It's been randomly determined. So Abandoned Sanctuaries is the game here for the Nephilim book. So 5 objectives on the board, and deployments are run across the table here. So Adeptus Mechanicus at this side of the table with their red dice running across there. Mike's going to use his green dice here for the Orks, so dice strung out across the other side of the table. The 5 objectives, we'll point those out now. So there's one dead centre, and this game really is a fight for the centre of the table. So Mark just there with the cat sitting on top. And then 2 more no man's land objectives. This one on this side, just next to the ruin, and the other one's just in between the fence and the ruin. Across here, it's just in there. Then a home objective each as well. My one's just here, and then Mike's objective just beyond those barricades. That's 5 objectives on the table. A couple of mission rules here. So for command points, Orks paying 2 points for their double patrol, and then 2 relics, 2 warlord traits. They will start on 0, but it's a decent trade-off though. The warlord traits and relics are powerful and potent enough for the Orks for sure. Adeptus Mechanicus, I'm just running 1 relic and a battalion, so 5 CP to start with them, so healthy amount of command points for them. I was looking forward to infiltrating with units here, but for this particular mission, which we've randomised here, so we're going to play it for no man's land. Pre-battle abilities that allow you to infiltrate in, you can't do. Pre-game moves can't be done either. And really it's just a matching with the theme here, the fight for the centre. It's not really fair that you can infiltrate a load of units and claim the centre of the board straight away. So that's fair enough. Take and hold. The control at the start of the command phase is turn 2 onwards. The control of 1 objective marker is worth 4 points. 2 or more is worth another 4 points. If you control more than the opponent, it's worth another 4 points on top of that. And then also for secondaries, secure the sanctuaries here. So at turn 1 onwards, if you control, you can pick up 2 points for either of these 2, either controlling the centre of the board, so 2 points can be picked up for that, or if you destroy an enemy unit that's within 6 inches of the centre of the battlefield, you can pick up 2 points for that. So either of those 2 will pick up 2 points. And then finally, at the end of the game, if you control the central objective, there's another 5 points on top of that as well. So the major theme for this battle, nice themes we're developing here, and it suit the Orks quite nicely, is to take, hold, claim the centre of the battlefield. But having said all of that, to keep those points flowing in, there is the need to pick up the other objectives on the board. Each of us will now choose 3 secondaries each. Alright, so secondaries have been chosen for both sides. Adeptus Mechanicus, gone for assassination. Orcs got 4 characters, and no doubt they'll be playing a key part in the battle, so we'll put a price on their head. Then taking Eradication of Flesh here, which is unique for the Adeptus Mechanicus. So that's dependent on my vehicles. My vehicles need to kill more enemy units in the turn, then I lose vehicles. So if my vehicles in total kill 2 enemy units and I lose a vehicle, then I'll pick up the points for that. And then also taking Engageable Fronts here, expecting not just to fight for the centre, but to sweep round on both sides of the table. Orcs have matched that, so they've gone for Engageable Fronts as well, so you can expect the Horns of the Buffalo attack potentially coming from them. Then Mike's gone for experimenting here with a couple. So Stomp 'em Good has been taken. So killing more units in close combat basically can pick up 3 points, and then there's additional points here if it's at least double. So if Mike kills 2 of my units in close combat, he loses 1 unit in close combat, pick up 4 points in the turn for that. And then Purge the enemy here, the biggest and the best. So this is for Gutrippa. So a little mission for him. 2 victory points available for each of these. So cause wounds against a character, monster or vehicle model. Quite reasonable enough. 2 points to be picked up for that. If he kills 5 or more models, again quite reasonable. 2 points to be picked up for that. Destroying an enemy unit by an attack, so it could be shooting, but more than likely close combat. 2 points available for that. And then also in range an objective marker that's not within your deployment zone, 2 points available for that as well. Those can be combined to a maximum of 5 points per turn. So potent enough here. If Gutrippa is able to survive and fulfill those little missions, then he can rake in some points for the Orcs. So that's secondaries chosen for both sides. We'll now start alternating placing units on the board next. Right, just to mention the battle mat and terrain. So the battle mat is from Gamemat.eu. It's Urban Warzone, this one here. I've created some themed terrain to go along with it. But this one is 6x4 in size. But I've just trimmed off the edge there by placing another upside down battle mat over the top of that to make it 60 inches wide. But Gamemat.eu do a variety of battle mats in all shapes and sizes. Also using pre-painted terrain from them as well. So it's the Chem Zone terrain set, which is these terrain pieces across here, the pipes, these containers, all part of that set from Gamemat.eu as well. I've changed the colours around and modified it. There should be a tutorial coming out soon, if not already available, showing you how to adapt the colours to fit in with the theme of this battle map. But check out Gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and also pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well. Alright, so deployment is done for both sides. Both armies spreading out across the board here. There is that incentive for engage on all fronts, but the banner's raised, so you can see on the vehicles here with the Adeptus Mechanicus once again. So usually you would see these deep strike or infiltrating across the board here, but for this particular mission they have to hold back. But deploying right up to the edge here with JP's unit of Infiltrators, one of the Dragoons on the extreme left hand side. Dune Crawlers here, one of them with a Tech Priest at the back. Sniper team on top of the building here. Then Belisarius Call just at the back of the Vanguard. Another unit of Rangers on the objective, getting ready to snipe. I've hidden away as best as I can the Ruststalkers, the Tech Priest Dominus and Dune Crawler here in the middle. Another Dune Crawler on the right hand side with a Tech Priest engine seer. Both of us looking for places to hide. With this terrain, there is more to add to this board, so a little bit light on terrain. We've made these two buildings here obscuring, so this one here as well obscuring. There's some ruins, plenty of boxes, barrels and containers. So there is some line of sight blocking terrain, but not as much as some of our other boards. So that'll affect both sides. AdMech will be happy enough to be able to see targets. Orcs have potent firepower of their own, so you can expect some long range exchange of firepower taking place. Breachers deploying here, hidden away from a number of Orc units. Infiltrators again at the front on this right hand side. Then Dragoon again on the right hand side. Another sniper team taking advantage of the height here going on top. So that is deployment done for the Adeptus Mechanicus. No reserves at all here for either side actually. None of us deep striking or any kind of reserves turning up. So then for the Orcs, Copters, they usually do better on the flank. Mike's placed on the right hand side. Then the main battle wagon here, inside that is the Meganobs and a unit of Boyz, so maxed out on capacity of that. With them is Grog. He's gone inside a truck with Orc Boyz. Then the big Mega Armor's gone inside this truck with Orc Boyz. The guns being placed on the central home objective, both squads of 2. Then Gutrippa's detached from over here, so Gutrippa's gone inside this transport vehicle. That's the Knobs inside there. The Weird Boys joined them as well. It's pretty well hidden across here with the Death Dread, Storm Boys sheltering over on this flank, and the Bikers as well, led by Zog on the left-hand side. So a wide front here, deployment from both armies. So the wide deployment here from both sides, but the most reward is there, the centre of the table. That's where the fight will be. AdMech, I doubt, will rush it. They'll try and soften up the Orcs, but they do have units that they can send in. We'll roll up here to see who goes first. I think both sides will probably want to go first to get that early volley of firepower away. After me, that's very polite from the Xenos player. It's 3. It's beatable. And it is. It's been beaten. Orcs will go first. Gutrippa gives the order. Engines revving here. Prepare for dust clouds, sweat, blood and toil here as the Orcs prepare to advance out against the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Admech are back, but there'll be no mercy shown to them by the Orcs for sure. Turn 1 for the Orcs next. All right, so movement for the Orcs. They have to go aggressive here. It's a challenge for Mike here. The Orcs benefit from going aggressive, but it's sort of a nervous thing to do, just committing so many units forwards early on in the game. But just sort of this sledgehammer approach that the Orcs have. But they've got some firepower support. Copters have moved forwards and have claimed this objective on this side. Trucks move forwards here, battle wagons move forwards. This truck's moved up in support and has claimed that central objective. So the Orcs are heading off in the right direction here. Guns in position ready to fire. I think there's multiple targets for them. Pushing forwards here, we've got Gutrippa's truck. A bit of adjustment across here. Mike's just finished off his movement. So the truck's advanced, spun around. Gutrippa inside and then swung around here with the Death Dread. Storm Boyz have moved up and have claimed this objective across here. And then Zog's moved around with the bikers on this flank as well. So that's movement done for the Orcs. Psychic Phase, no. The Weird Boys refusing to come out of the vehicle at this stage because of the snipers. So we'll go on to Shooting Phase next. Orcs do have some units that can shoot. Most, or namely the guns at the back. Also the Deathcopters can pack a mean punch with their firepower. So options available here. Orc Shooting Phase next. Right, so on Shooting Phase here, for Canticles the Omnissiah, we've gone for Shroud Psalm here at the start of the turn, and we've also gone for Doctrine Imperatives, Protector Imperative here, so that's basically +1 ballistic skill, -1 weapon skill. We'll use those up here at this stage. So, is it going to be 4? Yeah, okay, so 4 of the Deathcopters can see here. They're going to go after the Sydonian Dragoon. The one that can't see because of the obscuring terrain is going to put some shots into the snipers across here. There's not too many targets in range. Can't see Belisarius Call is shielded by the infantry unit. So here we go. Copter time. This is number of shots with these. So it's D3.
6, 9, 10, 11, 12. 14, 16.
16 shots. It's -1 to hit here because of Incense Cloud. It's going to drastically affect the Orcs. It's going to be 6s for hits. 2 successes will destroy this thing. Mike's got 3 hits. It's going to be 3s to wound. They've all wounded. Well done. So as far as I'm aware, this is a Sicarian unit. All my army's Sicari except for the breaches across here. So all going to benefit from Shroud Psalm. So 3 up save, -2, 5 up, 4 up for Shroud Psalm to try and block these. Ew. I've got plenty of CP, so I'd like to keep this thing alive. Be very wise to keep it alive. There's a couple of AdMech players for Patreons, not many, but there's a few somewhere. Here, Tyler Summers is an Adeptus Mechanicus player, 4+. Got it, 6. He wanted to keep that thing alive. Alright, so that has kept, that's the command reroll spent, and that's kept this thing alive, but it's taken 3 damage. So dropping down to 3 wounds left. Almost lost it here, but the Sydonian Dragoon lives. 2d3 shots now into the snipers across here. 4 shots. No minus to hit them. So 5s. 2 hits. 2s to wound. Yes, on 2 2s. 4 up save. Cover, 3 up. 5 ups. Block 1. Alright, so one of the Rangers pulverised here by a rocket. There's a little bit of Daka here from trucks. So 3 shots from here, going up against the snipers, needing 5s. May as well have a go at them. Yeah, 1 hit comes through, 3s to wound. Okay, and I'll take cover here, 3+. Yeah, oh no, sniped, picked off. One of them drops from the building. Down, okay, so that's him gone. You may as well do it. There's another one, the other truck across there can see. So again, 3 shots. 2 hits, nice, and then 3s to wound. Another wound comes through. And, right, so past that 4, that's been blocked. Okay, so there is this truck across here, but it advanced. And one of the bikers in range across here, 2 Daka guns, so 6 shots, firing at the Infiltrators. Need 5s. Need 3s. Yes. And a save. Passed. A save of 3+. Alright, it's Grot gun time. The back. So they are very hit miss or maybe with these. One's been allocated to here. 1 into these. It's the only one that can see. And then the other 2, you can see them through the gap there. They're going to fire through here. Both of them into this. So that side. So 1d6 shots into here. Patreon's on standby.
I'm saving my parry off for this.
Okay, here it comes. Number of shots. 3 average. Okay, this is the Grots. They're going to hit on 4s. Ugh, no, they just miss and take a mortal wound. So Mike's not too surprised. He's seen them in action before. They can do miracles. Other times they just... it's a Grot's life here. Next one. D6 shots into here.
3 again.
3. It would be a minimum of 3 because of the size of the unit for blast. Anyway, 4s for hits. And nothing, and a mortal wound. You just take Grots as a bonus. You can't rely on them, though, for anything. Okay, so each of those guns knocks down to 5 wounds left. Yeah, Mike's going Patronic now. So we've got 2d6 worth of shots into this. This really could cause... The potency is there. If the hits and wounds can come through. So the first one, Bjork the Zog Puncher. I'll give you 3 guesses as to his allegiance. 2 shots. And then Chris Comiskey. 6 from him. Gosh. Okay, very good. So you can't combine because of the mortal wound thing here. So we'll go with the Zog Puncher first of all. 2 shots, 4s.
1.
Okay, no mortal wounds and a hit comes through. 3s to wound. I'll stick with the Zog Punch here. It does wound. Okay, good. We'll go for an invulnerable save of 5+. I'll go Patronic here. We'll go Andrew Swan. He's Custodes and Ultramarines. They love the Adeptus Mechanicus. And it's a 3. Okay, so that damage will come through. Okay, here we go. D6 damage. Yeah, sticking with the Zog Puncher. So it's a punch from the Zog. Oh, great. Good start. 6 damage coming through. Ouch, that's over half destroyed. That vehicle, so well done. So now Chris Comiskey with his 6 shots to try and finish it off. No mortal wounds and 3 hits. Nice. That is good shooting. And could well be enough to finish this thing off here. The Orc Patreons will be happy at this. 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through. Can't really complain here. This is actually, Chris Comiskey says his dice are very erratic, but pretty much has been, apart from the number of shots, bang on average. 3 hits, 2 wounds. Yes, so... Yeah, Mike's contemplating whether or not to use the CP for the reroll. I've got 2 saves. I reckon a 4+. 2 up for armor because of light cover, and then -2 from Mike.
Yeah.
Right, 3+.
Yep.
Right, okay, there's pressure on the AdMech now. So 3 saves of 4+ with Shroud Sum. So we'll go to, there's plenty of Imperial players here. Chris Heim, Imperial player, Space Marines and Sisters of Battle, blocked. We'll go for Dylan Moore, Death Court of Krieg, failed. We're not dead yet. And then we'll go for one of the new gold level patrons, Isaiah R. Stott, blocked. Thank you very much indeed. And then we'll go for nothing. I've done my bit. It's down to Mike to roll damage. I think a 5+ will destroy it.
On Chris again.
Chris Comiskey. No, 3 wounds come through. All right, so it's in a sorry state, this thing, but repairable. And AdMech are the masters of repairs here. So destroying targets is best. Keeping them alive means I can do repairs. Okay, so I think shooting phase is complete now for the Orcs. They've let off some firepower here. Adeptus Mechanicus trying to adapt to that as much as possible. Shroud Psalm kicking in, helping out to some degree. No targets destroyed thanks to some saving throws. And the command reroll, I think, saved this one across here. So turn 1 finished for the Orcs, no charges to take place. AdMech now in position to fire. This should be their best volley. We'll see what they can do. They've got to try and halt the Orcs here. No mercy here. We cannot let the Orcs get near us. We'll try and limit them as much as we can. So it's got to be a brutal, merciless round of firepower from the Adeptus Mechanicus. We'll see what they can do. We'll go on to their turn 1 next. All right, AdMech here. We have pushed forwards. We weren't planning to, but we have to. We can't do the old gunline style here. It's got to be pushing. Mike's rubbing his hands here. Suits the Orcs just fine. That's 9th edition. You have to commit quick, just the way it is. So we're glad at least we've got some close combat units. As Infiltrators are pushed forwards, fancy a charge against the Copters. So too is the Dragoons. No damage bracket, and that's unaffected by the damage it's taken. Then shifting out across here, there's no need to bless this because they're on 2+ anyway because of the Doctrine Imperatives. Holding position here, pushing forwards and protecting Belisarius' core is getting in range of his solar atomizer. Snipers holding position. Got to go after objectives as well. We can't bleed on objectives early in the game, so we've made an advanced move here. So there's going to be no charge from these. But they do have the relic that shuts an enemy unit down within 3 inches, forces them to fight last. There's a little bit of protection for them. Ruststalkers moved out. We've now claimed this objective. We've got more models on it than the Orcs, just a bit of denial from them. Didn't want to commit so early with them, but I think we don't have the choice. They've moved out here. 6 was rolled for their advance. They've moved nice and quickly. They're also providing a bit of a screen for the Cataphron breaches, which have pushed forwards here, just trundling along. Infiltrators shifting out across in this direction. They may well try and charge across here to go after that objective. The Dragoons paid -2 and then crossed over the pipes and headed off towards the Bikers. Snipers in position again, holding position here with this one. And the Tech Priest Dominus, 3 wounds back onto the Dune Crawler here, back up to 6. So that's movement done. Both sides reaching the halfway line, really. No one's crossing into either one's territory at this stage. No Psychers here for the AdMech. We'll go on to their firepower. Options available from them for sure. So do one of the obvious ones first of all. We'll go into the main battle wagon here with a solar atomizer. Is within range 12. So D3 shots. 3 shots. Ooh, I feel a patronic time coming up here. We'll go for Paul Cook as an Imperial player. So his 1 dice will become 3 shots here. Needing 2s. They've all hit. Strength 10, would you believe? So 3s. All of them. Oof, boy, it's straight 3 damage, AP -4. I've paid the upgrade though to give that thing a 5+ invulnerable save. So Mike's got 3 5+ invuns to make. It's excellent shooting from Belisarius' call here, actually.
Many Orcs.
Yeah, there's plenty of Orc players around. It's Dave Humphries, yeah, you can roll all the dice for him if you so wish. So 5+ is to block here. Yikes, none. 9 damage taken. Ouch. Okay, next, shifting across here, Infiltrators. 5 of them in range of the truck. I'm going to play They're off of Mars here. We can cause mortal wounds against the vehicles. So 5 in range, 5 out of range. So we're going to go for 2s for hits, actually, because of our Doctriner that's active. No kind of rerolls available. He's just using the Imperial Fist dice here. 6s would be useful for mortal wounds. Yo, we get 1. And I've got a feeling that's about as much as we're going to do. Because of strength 3, your toughness 6. Yeah, so 1 save to make a 4+, because it's in addition. Not much at all. Okay, failed. Alright, so 2 wounds caused in total, dropping to 8. I'm going to try and crack open these trucks. I'm going to fire this squad into it. And to Gutrippa's truck across there. So we've got a sniper rifle and then the galvanic rifles. They're heavy too, so I'm going to fire those first in 2s. We are at Mars. We reroll a single hit roll. So we'll roll this one. So that's hit. 5s to wound. Okay, 2 wounds to come through. It's AP -1s. 2 saves of 5+. Just try and strip away some wounds. Yeah, 2 wounds come through. Okay, it's dropping down to 6. And the sniper shot. Hits. Wounds. 6 up save, because it's -2. Alright, D3 damage -1 for Ramshackle. So just 1 damage. Alright, it's dropping down to 5. It's helpful enough. And in fact, we will repeat across here with this squad. So we'll do the sniper rifle first. 6 is a hit. Wounded. 6 up save. Nope. D3 -1. Just the 1. 1 wound comes through. And then we've lost a model, so 6 shots here of the galvanic rifles. Okay, rerolling one of those for Sicarian, or for Mars. And no wounds come through from them. Right, going to go to one of the Dune Crawlers now. I'm going to put all our weaponry into the truck. There's 4 wounds to try and strip down if we can. So Daedalus first of all. Hits. Wounding on a 3. Yes. -3, it goes straight through. This could be it. D6, -1 damage. 5 wounds, it's gone. Alright, does it explode? Almost, but no. Alright, so roll up for the occupants inside, which is 2 characters and the knobs. So it'll be 7 dice. Any ones models will be slain. And then Mike can disembark. But it's just for stripping away wounds, quite useful. Useful enough, the Dune Crawlers. 2 models are going to go. Okay, so 3 knobs, 2 characters to disembark. Okay, so disembarkation's taking place. Knobs just there. The character's hanging around the vehicle just to try and take advantage of sheltering behind him. So target destroyed. It's just a truck here. It's done its job by moving the units up the board. But AdMech have destroyed a target. It's helping them with their secondaries, actually. So there's still really plenty of firepower remaining here. Alright, we'll go over to this squad here. Got to go after that Death Dread. They're going to try and take it out here. Going to put all the shots into it to bring it down. So I reckon they're on +1 to their ballistic skill. The Doctrine Imperative affects them. And they are Mars, so I can reroll one of these shots. So 3s. I'll reroll that one. We're firing, look at that, that's crazy. We're firing torsion cannons here. They are dangerous. 3s to wound. Right, I think that vehicle's dead. We'll check the stat line here. I've deliberately upgraded these to give them a bit more punch. They're actually a troop's choice. So yeah, breaches. I've given the torsion cannons just 1 shot each, strength 8, -4, D3 +3 damage. So it's a minimum of 9. That vehicle's gone. So target destroyed. Does it explode? There's nothing Mike can do. It's 3 up save. It's going to be knocked straight down with a -4. It doesn't explode though next to the Ripper, but removed from play. Ouch. Right, next one. I'm going to return fire at the guns. We'll show these grots. That's how it's done. Daedalus rocket first of all, D6 shots. Oh, sorry, one shot, D6 damage. So 5's a hit, and a wound comes through. No save at all. So 5+ will actually pop a gun. Nicholas Lucas, AdMech player. 2 wounds caused. All right. I've got CP. I'm going to come on and reroll that one. 3, a bit better. Okay, 3 wounds taken. Gatling rocket launcher. Yeah, and we'll reroll one of those. Now we'll hold it. So actually those have hit. A wound comes through and no save, so another wound taken on one of the models, and then we'll see if the autocannons can finish it off. They've all hit. A wound comes through, -1, so a save of 6+ is available. No, 2 damage, but 1 damage for Ramshackle, so gun destroyed. Okay, it can be removed from play. Right, so some of the didn't advance with these. Some of them can see the battle wagon. Fire into that. The radium effect is not going to be applicable here against the vehicle, but 2s for hits. Rerolling 1s for Belisarius. So they've all hit their target. And we'll now try and go for 6 to wound. 2 wounds come through. I wonder if there's any AP minus on the radium carbine. No. That's it. Normal saves. 3 up. Pass both. Alright, so that's it. I've got this sniper team here, but Mike's hidden his characters behind the obscuring terrain, so we're going to carry on putting shots into the battle wagon. So we'll go for the Transonic Arquebus first. Hits. Wounds. And I think that's a mortal wound. Yes, so a mortal wound taken. And a save here of 5+. D3 -1. Just 1. Okay, so 2 wounds taken. Helpful. And then galvanic rifles. 2s. All of them. 5s. 3 more at -1. 3 saves of 4+. Just taking the wounds away here. 2 more wounds taken, dropping down to 3 left. So just 3 wounds left now on the battle wagon. I probably don't want to. I don't think I really want to destroy it because Mike will disembark models and claim that objective. So I've got to be careful. In which case, I'm going to return fire against the grot guns here. We can snipe them at long range 48 here. So we'll go at the damaged battery. This is the Daedalus. Hits, wounds, bypasses the armor, and we'll try and pick it off. Marcus Anthony. 4 wounds. So I'm sure the grots are terrified here. There's 5 powers coming all the way from the back of the board. We'll go for the Gatling. We'll reroll that one for Mars. 3, 4s. So 1 at -2. So another wound taken straight away. Yeah, there is no save for that one. And then 2s, 3s for the kill. It's gone. Target destroyed. Gun removed from play here. Just trying to cut down the Orc firepower. Okay, so good shooting from the Dune Crawlers. Not too bad from them at all. Alright, so I think 5 powers complete here for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Not too bad at all. We've taken out a truck, a couple of guns, and the Death Dread's removed from play. There's some chances for some charges. We are going to be -1 on our weapon skill, but I think these charges will at least try and attempt them here and cause trouble. With these units across here, a pretty good flank attack starting to take place, and across here, a chance that some of these charges may go in as well. So charge phase coming up next for the Adeptus Mechanicus on turn 1. If you enjoy our battle reports and the content here on the channel, then do become a channel member. Aspect Warrior or higher will unlock all the bonus content, including battle reports, army development videos, secret projects, and so on. You can hit the join button, link for that in the video description below. On the channel homepage, just hit join and help support the channel and unlock bonus content. You can also join us over on the Discord server as well. Alright, so 4 charges, 3 went ahead, 1 failed. Across here, the first one to go ahead was the Dragoon, swung around, rolled a 7, rolled 8 for those, or as a 10 actually, in they go. So they've reached the fence and base contact with the copters. Then across here, couldn't charge those because they advanced. Infiltrators went in across here, rolled an 8 for their charge, so they've made it in comfortably against the Storm Boys. And then the Dragoon command reroll, but couldn't get that charge to go ahead against the Bikers. Would have been useful, but it's not happened. So Can't complain though, decent enough charges taking place. And we wanted to see the Infiltrators in action, despite not being allowed to infiltrate here for this particular mission. They've surged ahead and acting as a counter, sort of delaying action here by the Adeptus Mechanicus, trying to act as a bit of a speed bump here to slow the Orcs down as much as possible. I can't stop them in the middle, but we're going to try and take them on the flanks. We'll roll up these combats next. Right, Sydonian Dragoon. I've rolled him around. I'm going to do him first. So 4 attacks. 6s are useful. Got a 6, all right. Mars, I'll check. I don't think it's for close combat, but we'll have a little look to see if I can reroll a hit roll. Yeah, it's shoot or fight, so I'm going to reroll this one. I'm looking for 4s though. Remember, because we're -1 because of our doctrine imperatives. Okay, so we're now looking for 3s to wound. All right, so 2 wounds come through. It's AP -2, so 2 saves are 6+. No, and because we are strength 8, Canticles doesn't. Ramshackle doesn't help. So target destroyed. 4 wounds in total. All right, so Mike's removed the model that I was against. He's trying to draw me in, but I've got table quarters I'm trying to think of here, so I'm going to leave him sitting where he is. He's now out of close combat and sits there just on that flank. I'm going to move on to the Sicarians just across here. It's JP squad here, Phoenix Lord. So playing a couple of stratagems here. 2 CP being spent on these. So one of them is called Chain Taser Protocols. I will pop 2 extra hits on 5+. And then I'm also going to combine that with Assassin Constructs to give me +1 attack. Just trying to stack this up to really try and strike hard against these copters. Yeah, forget it. Wrath of Mars as well. So it's the... it's everything that's wrong with 9th edition. It's the stratagem stack here, but we'll play it anyway. So we're going to go for 31 attacks with the extra attack coming through. 4s for hits though, because of the minus going on. 5s are good. Eek, right, okay. Right, so I think I rolled dice, so I think it was a 1, so I'll just keep that one out. So I'm going to separate out the 5s and 6s. As far as the 5s and 6s are concerned, this is pretty good. Just using the Imperial Fist dice, I've got more of them. 10 of those. So that 10 becomes 30 hits. That's crazy. I'm going to take these 4s, because they're hits as well. And I'm going to reroll a dice, which pops a hit. Take those away and add in another 30 to that. So add an extra 15. There's 15 to come after this. And then 6s will be, oh boy, here it comes. So 5s and 6s to wound. No, it's not. It's 3s to wound. They're strength 6. So we could be looking at a bit of overkill here. So I'm going to take away these. Like so. Take away those. And that one. Right. Now these copters are... they're going to go here. This is the other 15. Right, so I've got my 6 mortal wounds straight away. And I'm just calculating. Infiltrators have packed a mean punch here. Yeah, I'll just add that. That's in addition. Okay, so let's go for 5, 10, 15, 24 saves at -1, plus 6 mortal wounds. Boy, oh boy. I think the copters are going to go here. 24. Because the mortal wounds are in addition to normal damage. So 5+ is here.
Yeah.
It's a good few, but it's not going to be enough. No, copters are gone. They've been destroyed completely here. Infiltrators have struck hard. It's major amplification with stratagems here. So it is useful just noting something about as developing the Adeptus Mechanicus army. And there is an army development video for them on the channel that's recently been put up. But seeing the advantage of having stratagems or command points available very early on in the game, I've been able to stack up a good number here, and it really has tipped that combat in our favour just to completely wipe out that squad of copters. So good work from the Sicarian Infiltrators. They've hit very, very hard here against vehicles. So I haven't pushed forwards that way because they're on that objective. As to how long they'll last, they'll have to see. Mike's got some very angry orcs currently inside big sweaty boxes here, getting ready to get out and get to grips with the Adeptus Mechanicus. I'd imagine Grog and the Ripper, infuriated that the Admech are fighting before the Orcs have had a chance here. We'll go on to the next combat. It's Infiltrators again, but no advantages for these guys. They're going to fight against the Storm Boys. We'll see how well they do without any kind of bonuses here. This is the Chris Comiskey squad fighting in amongst the ruins. So, a bit different across here. 21 attacks. We're looking for 4s. And I'm going to reroll one of those. Which helps get a hit. We may well still take these down. Yeah, we've got a bit above average, I think. That's 6 pops and extra 2 hits. So I'll add that into the pile. And it's going to be 3s for kills. So we're not going to get a wipeout here. 6 Storm Boys gone. But the rest will remain and they'll happily fight back against the Infiltrators here. Yeah, I quite like the Infiltrators. There's some other rules going on with these. You've got neurostatic interference. Each time an attack is made against this unit, it's not going to count here in this combat, but if the models are in range 12, that's for shooting and I guess close combat as well. You can't reroll hit rolls and win rolls against them, which is quite potent for them. And then the infiltrating positions, which we've already covered, I've not been able to use it here in this game. Also -1 leadership here, which will affect the Storm Boys, and they're all up for morale. And they've got a built-in 5+ invulnerable save as well. But Mike is free to have done our pile-ins and consolidations across here, so Mike will now pick up the dice and swing back against the Infiltrators. Yeah, sluggers and choppers. Here, the knobs equipped the same. It's annoying, you can't give a Storm Boy a knob. I don't think you can't give him a big chopper.
So, 3s.
So yeah, it's all the same here. 6 is popping extra hits. There is a couple. Add those in for goffs. And it'll be 3s to wound. Okay, so it's going to be 4. It's -1. So we'll go to 5+ saves, 5+ invulnerable saves. Yeek, we blocked 2. Okay, so that will be a slain model there, 2 wounds each. So we'll lose one of the Infiltrators from the Chris Comiskey squad, but still 9 of them remain. Right, it's combat's resolved. Mike's done morale across him, failed, a model removed, another one's been lost for combat attrition, so there's just the 2 of them left there in that position. Okay, so that's it. Combat's resolved across the board. It's gone well for the Adeptus Mechanicus. A good start from them as they come back onto the channel here and preparing for the League. Taking on the Orcs, one of the better armies at this stage, but aggression has paid off for this Imperial force at this stage. We'll give you an idea on points. We should have summarised Orc points. We'll do that as well, so give you an update on the score for both armies. So points coming in. Mike did pick up 2 points at the start of turn 1 for the primary objectives, taking 2 points for getting to the centre of the table. No other points coming through, just 2 points to the Orcs at this very early stage. Then for the Adeptus Mechanicus, we then moved up and claimed this and got 2 points as well. We then got 2 points for engaging all fronts, thanks to the Dragoon over on that flank. So useful enough using those to work around the flanks during a game. And then eradication of flesh. We used our vehicles to take out a target. We didn't suffer any casualties, so 3 points picked up for that. So that is 7 points to 2. It is early stages here. Orcs, no doubt, are about to declare a warg. They will try and get their teeth sunk into the Adeptus Mechanicus as efficiently and as brutally as possible. But have the Admech done enough here? We've blunted the Orc attack on the flanks, I think. But in the centre, it's a completely different story. It's a double war boss. And boy, are they angry. We'll go on to turn 2 for the Orcs next. Alright, so on turn 2 here for the Orcs. A WAG has been declared. I think the plan is to get as many units as possible stuck in against the Adeptus Mechanicus units here and to try and hit them hard, if not harder than what the AdMech have done in their previous turn 1. But it's all kicking off here, very eventful turn 1. I think turn 2, turn 3 will probably decide this battle quite quickly. Remember, the fight is for the centre of the board. Mike picking up some points here. AdMech have done well to snatch objectives back off of the Orcs, but the home objective across there, so 4 points will come in for that. But Orcs will need to try and grab objectives back off the Adeptus Mechanicus again this turn. We've been talking about 40k. We've been playing a lot of Tempest of War games. As people said to us, well, they're quicker than the regular missions. Not so sure about that. For Tempest of War games, you're constantly drawing secondaries at the start of each turn, having to think about those secondaries, change your battle plan to match those, whereas with regular missions, you're able to fix your battle plan, choose your secondaries, and then just play the game right through. So starting to actually see that the regular missions are a bit more efficient and a bit more time-saving than the Tempest of War. You may agree or disagree with that. It'd be great to hear comments in the comments section. Both enjoyable though. Tempest of War and the regular missions, I enjoy those very much indeed. So enjoying both mission options. So Mike will make his move. Also, the Infiltrators here, I've been keeping an eye on these in the game. They have made a big impact in this battle. So I'm liking the idea of running the 2 units. One on each flank has been exceptionally useful here. So good work from them. As to how long they last, we'll see. I think their static electrocution taser goads will attract the attention of the Orcs. We'll see. We'll let Mike make his moves here. Right, so movement done here for the Orcs. They are committing themselves here to the charge. So WAG has been declared, so that would help out the Orcs as they go in. Most units are going to try and go for attacks here. Mike's keeping some available and still inside transports. So Bulwark Imperative has been selected here. -3 to my movement for all Sicarian units, but +1 to the armour saves here as we brace ourselves here for the green tide slamming in. And then Canticles, Litany of the Electromancer here. So -1 to hit rolls in close combat. Further level of protection as we try and adapt to the Orc assault. So, Boyz disembarked from this and have moved across, haven't advanced, and let off some pistol shots. Truck backing off in here onto the objective, the 2 guns on the objective as well. Then the battle wagon was positioned here. It's since moved off. It's had 3 wounds restored by the Big Mac in Mega Armour, who's moved across, kept in range, moved across in this direction to join in the charge with the Boyz, and also get his firepower in range of the Dragoon. Then the Boyz disembarked, moved up and advanced. They've pushed through. Grog, I'll swing around the other side of the table, but he's just positioned himself on top, poised for the charge. He may well be able to get a charge in against Belisarius' call. Then across here, Boyz have disembarked from this truck, spreading across and across on top of the container. And then on foot, the 3 knobs, the Weird Boy and Gutrippa pushing through the middle as well. So Orcs have successfully managed to get a good number of units right into the centre of the table, so that will serve them well. Across here, Storm Boyz fighting on, and then the Bikers have swung around here on this flank. So this is the view for the AdMech. Tech Priest Dominus, all you can see is Orcs starting to clamber across the containers here, so quite an epic moment as the Orc tide well and truly does come in, and it's being spearheaded here by Grog the Whopper, who looks like he's going to try and recycle Belisarius' call here. Looks pretty good. And Gutrippa, the 2 healthy competition, healthy rivalry between these 2 war bosses here, both leading from the front, exactly as they should be. We'll go on to shooting phase next. All right, Fists of Gork here on psychic phase here, first of all. So 6 required. Can try and make Gutrippa extra tasty. Yes, on a 10. All right, so, ooh, check that. I think it's 11 or more. Yeah, okay, so that's going to be +2 attacks, +2 strength. Yeah, you've got 20 models in range here. So second, Psychic Power to manifest. So Warpath plus or Smite. So probably Warpath's the better one. Can give an extra attack to a core unit. So there's an Orc Boyz squad just in front of him. Or in range there's another Orc Boyz squad across here for extra attacks. Yeah, Mike's going for these. It's 8 scored. I can't stop it. So +1 attack for the Boyz with the Ripper. Okay, psychic phase finished. We're going to shooting phase next. Orc firepower has been cut down a fair bit, but there's still some heavy guns to shoot. Okay, so big mech, mega armor. Decent firepower available from him. All of it's going to go into the Sydonian Dragoon.
Yes. Okay.
Patreon time, yeah, because there's an opportunity to bring this vehicle down. That's the Ray Cross dice.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mike's annoyed enough. So D3 shots. Yep. Okay.
Great.
It's quite appropriate actually because the model that Mike's firing was a suggestion from Ray.
Oh, very well.
So there you go. Looking for fives with the incense cloud. One hit comes through. Threes to wound.
Yep.
Okay. And we'll check the invuln. I think it's 6+. I think it's AP -3.
Yep, -3.
I think I get 5 up. Because the Doctrine Imperative, +1 to the armor saves. So 5+ to block. Should have gone Patronic on that one. I think that's going to destroy me.
I'm going to go Patronic on the damage.
Oh, D3?
D6.
Oh, it's D6.
D6.
Yeah, I'm not going to command reroll, so Mike's free to roll up here. 3 or more will do it. Mike's trying to read upside down again. Looking for Orc players. I think most of them have been used here.
There we go.
The artist formerly known as Vij, Thousand Sons player, but also Orcs. 3+ to pop a vehicle here. Patronic assistance. No! Betrayed by the Thousand Sons here. So dropping down to 2 wounds left. Still got the teleport blaster here, which one success will destroy the target. Command point. It's going to do it. 3+ to destroy it. I think you're going to get it. Yeah, it's gone. Okay. That will be the artist formerly known as Vij then, redeeming himself here. The Orc side of him manifests itself here. Target destroyed. I think we need to roll to see if we blow up, which we don't. All right, target destroyed. Well done. The Big Mech and Mega Armor doing his job with his shooting. Quite reliable, actually, from him compared to other Orc units. Okay, so that's that done. Right, so 9 shots plus a stick bomb. They're going to come from the Boyz. They didn't advance. They're going into the Infiltrators here. So D6 shots, first of all, with the stick bomb. So 4. It's a minimum of 3 for blast. And 5s across the board. Yeah, you can roll together, no problem. So 5s for hits. Just a little bit of DACA. Be 3s to win, though. Yeah, 3 saves to make. No minuses. 3+. Pass them all. Doctrina Imperative kicking in. Mike's going to combine 2 trucks here. 6 shots in total. Going to go after these snipers on top. 5s and 6s, just firing at longer range. Hit comes through. And then 3 to win. Yep. We'll take a save now of 3+. Which we pass. Again, Doctrine Imperative's helping out. Okay. Right, Grot guns. A chance for them to shine compared to last turn. Maybe they'll get their act together, seeing that half of them have been slain, so there's pressure on them to try and destroy targets, or else they're going to get picked off. Mike's going to fire both guns into here. I think it's the wise choice. So, D6 shots. Minimum of 3 will come through because it's a 6-man unit, or half-man, half-tracked unit here. So, it's going to go Patronic on this one. Really wants these to work.
Yeah.
Tyler Schwab here, notorious for 4+ in games of 40k, so that'll be helpful. A 3, okay.
That's the first one's 3.
Yeah, got to go separate on that because of the overheating issues. So 4s for hits against the breaches. Ooh, 2. 3s to wound them. 1 comes through. Can take a 5+ save. I'll go Patronic here. I want to keep these things alive. Surg. 5+ to deny the Orcs.
Have you killed Orcs?
Who? Phoenix Lord down. Yeah, who was that? It was, yes, the Death Dread. No, so one of the Phoenix Lords has been brought down. Yes, he was quite early on in the game. Using Surg's dice, I think we'll go for the command reroll here. I want to keep these things alive. They're very, very good firepower. 5+. Yes, it's paid off. Blocked. Right, so it's down to 1 gun now for the Grots. D6 number of shots here. Maxfield Knuckles, I believe, is an Imperial player. 3 on average here with the Grots. They're under pressure to get some kind of result here in this game. 2 hits come through from them. Well done. 3s for wounds. 2 wounds come through, 2 5+s now to try and block. Yeah, we'll debut it here. Nathan Paxton. His dice becomes 2. 5+s help the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Nathan!
What a debut. Double 5. Oh, right, okay. Patreons to the rescue. Okay. Oh dear, fair's fair. Patreons fight on both sides, but they're proven to be exceptionally useful so far here for the AdMech, helping to keep stuff alive, crucially. Okay, so I'm liking this unit. Their firepower's nasty enough, and they're preserved at full strength, at least at this stage. All right, so 22 shots. Going to go from the bikers into here. So one of them's in short range, the other's regular. So 5s, 6s. It's impressive the number of shots, but the actual delivery is limited. But 3s to wound. Not bad at all. No, it's 5 saves to make. Yeah, decent enough. 3+ because of the Doctriner imperative. We're going to lose 2 though. 2 picked out. Obviously going to take away the bodyguard here and keep the sniper alive, but 2 casualties caused. Yeah, so that's it. Firepower complete. These had to advance. Mike was pushing them up along here to get further along and down again, so he had to make the advance move to move that far. So that's firepower complete. Here, casualties are light on the Sicarian or the Adeptus Mechanicus at this stage, but Orcs about to go ahead with a load of charges here and to slam into the Sicarian battle line that runs all the way across here. Multiple potent Orc units about to make their charge. I've got 2 CP. I can interrupt play, so this is a crucial moment in the battle. Charges next. All right, charges going ahead. Everything's gone ahead as planned. This will suit the Orcs very well indeed. Nice theme running across here. Look at this green line all the way across the Adeptus Mechanicus line here. So the Orcs will surely have their revenge here. So start of the fight phase. We'll call out the charges first. There's a few things going on. So charges across here. Everything went ahead as planned. So the Big Mac and Mega Armor's gone in. Boyz squad with him going into the Infiltrators. Then across here, Boyz have gone in, up and over the barricades. Grog's moved up, down, across into Belisarius. Called his charged both units, but it's cool that he'll be after. Charge has gone ahead here with the battle wagon as well. It's swung around to here. It can fit through this gap, no problem. Then across here, Gutrippa's gone in. The Knobs, squad of 3. Then the regular Boyz have all gone in here against the Ruststalkers. Surely they'll be overwhelmed. And over on this flank, the Bikers have decided to try and relieve the 2 Storm Boys fighting away against the Infiltrators. So I do have 2 CP. We can interrupt play. We're also going to shut Ripper down, force him to fight last, just with the relic, the Technocopia, I think it's called. We can use that to shut a model down within 3 inches. Yeah, it's just 1 enemy unit here, so it'll help us a little bit, but we've been slammed into by 3, so I think the Ruststalkers are still in trouble. So it's a bit of a Phoenix Lord bust-up going on here. Chris Comiskey fighting away, now being attacked by Amy Almo, the Bikers, on this flank. The Chef squad of Ruststalkers has been attacked by Daniel Cunningham. And across here, Lucas Brown on Grog has gone into Michael Frias, the 2 Phoenix Lords there, about to face off against each other as well. And then JP's sneaky squad over here of Infiltrators has been attacked by Ben Shaw, Phoenix Lords. So plenty to talk about on the WhatsApp group here as Phoenix Lords face off all across the battlefield in key positions on the table. So the next step is for Mike to choose 1 combat to start off proceedings, bearing in mind that the AdMech can possibly interrupt play. So yeah, we're going to calculate attacks. I think Mike's going to attack with this unit of Boyz first of all. The idea is to try and strip the squad down before it can gang up on the Ripper, who's been shut down, because there's no real threat here from for these combats. Belisarius Call not posing very much threat at all against Grog there with his -1 to wound, 2 up save, 4 up invuln. Across here, yes, is potentially dangerous if we interrupt, and again across here as well, but Mike's intent is to try and keep Gutrippa alive, because he is so good. He is the war boss, and also it's a model that's able to pick up victory points as well, with the secondary placed on him. So Boyz reckon 2 attacks each. Slugger will give them an extra attack. Warpath will give them an extra attack. And the Warg will give them another attack as well. So 5 attacks each. 50 attacks for 9 models. So correct us if we're wrong on the rules, but we are going for Litany of the Electromancer is in, so it's -1 to the hit rolls. And then across here, as we've said already, Bulwark Imperative, so we're going for improvement on the armour save. We've got to remember next turn -3 to movement though for Skitari units. So 45 attacks with the 9 boys, sluggers and choppers. Yeah, just holding it there a moment. I'm going to do the knob first of all. So 3 attacks base for him, then an extra 2 attacks for Warpath and the Warg. So 3s would be 2s with the +1 for the War Boss, but -1 here for the Admech and Benediction. Yeah, but then -1 because of Litany of the Electromancer. So looking for 2s to wound. Those 2 come through. Okay, so then -1 to the armour save, +1 to the armour save. So 4s. We block 1. And it's a straight 2 damage. So we're going to lose one of those. Okay. Then it's 45 attacks with the others. 5 attacks each. So they're hitting at max efficiency here. 20 green dice, 5 orange. And then we'll re-roll the 20 greens. 3s for hits, 6s will pop extra hits. So Mike's added 2 dice in. And for the extra hits coming through for Goths. Reckon 3s or 2s to wound because strength 4 base, +1 attack on the charge for Goths for strength, and then +1 attack as well with the updated rules for Warg for the Orcs. 12. Not liking the sound of this. 4 ups. One, 2, 3 and a bit models gone. Ouch. That is very, very painful. Another 20 attacks to come. So 1, 2, 3. This is Chef's squad here. It's allocated to them to dice stuff up here, but it's the other way around at the moment. They've been hit hard here by a crazed unit of Orc boys. Loads of 6s. 3s for hits.
1, 2,
4, yeah. Okay. 2s to wound. Ouch, 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 ouch. They hit so hard. It's just a cheap 95-point unit of boys. 14? Mm-hmm. Oh, there's lots of 4s. Eesh. It's enough to kill that wounded model. And enough to kill 2 more. I've got next to nothing left across here. Ouch. Ouch. I was going to interrupt play with them, but Mike's decimated that squad. That is very good shooting, or very good close combat indeed. Alright, so 8 casualties taken. Chef's squad's been obliterated. And I think it shifted my plan to interrupt here. I don't think it's worth it in the centre. I think their squad's a goner. I think the best place for me to come out better out of a combat will be across here to interrupt across this side of the board with JP's squad to try and, if I can add overwhelming close combat across on this side, it will clear this flank quite nicely for us. So I think that's where we're going to interrupt play. So yeah, we'll do it. 2 CP, you're going to interrupt play, you're going to fight with JP's squad over on the left hand side to stave off this Orc attack. Yeah, just talking about tactics here, I think this is the better move because there's an objective round here, and if I can eliminate those Orc boys, their objective secured units. I think tactically that's the right thing to do as well. So 21 attacks, we're looking for 3s. 6s are good. I need 6s. I'll reroll one of these for Skitari. For Mars. I said it and it arrived. I need 6s. Oh, that's crazy. Right, okay. So that's all of those hits coming through, plus a bonus 14 hits. Oh, Infiltrators. No regrets about staying up to the early hours of the morning painting up that unit for the for the game. I've given myself 20 for some reason. 14 extra hits coming through. Right, nice. Oh, taser goads here. So we're looking for 3s to wound. Still need to get a decent wound roll. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. Right, Mike's saying, remember the invuln save now that Orcs get during the turn of the Wargs. There will be 6s to block, but I think these boys are going to be prodded to death here. 20 saves here of 6+. Boys are going to go. It's just going to be the Mega Knob left, or the Big Mac in Mega Armor.
You can roll. That's the plan.
Yes. So some. They're gone, prodded and poked. The boys are no more. Just smouldering, electrocuted heaps left at the objective. Yeah, that's a proper interrupt play there. That's it worked out well for the Infiltrators. They're in good shape. So next, Mike's free to fight with all the chargers here. There's no more interrupts can take place. So he's free to fight now at leisure. Right, so might as well do this combat across here. So Ben Shaw, Phoenix Sword fighting away. Try and pick off some of these Infiltrators. Okay, so looking for 4. I think he's 3s to hit in close combat. And then popping an extra. Oh yes, -1 to the... Gotcha, yeah. Okay, so it's 4s then. 2 wounds come through. Yeah, it's 2 saves to make, reckon 5+ here. Either invuln save or regular armor, doesn't matter. We'll go... I'd love to keep these alive here. Peter Elmo. Yes! Mike despairs with the Patreons here. Samuel Penaneri. He's done it again. Take a break, Mike. Take a break from the Patreons. Patreons on fire here. They really want the Admech to do well. 0 damage again against this squad. Driving him mad. Okay, we'll move on. Surely the Orcs will meet with success now with these next combats. So Mike's going to strike with the boys across here. The idea is to wipe this squad of Vanguard, and then that activates this one, which can then consolidate and tap into this. So 4 attacks with the knob, because these ones don't have Warpath on them, so 4s. 3s for hits. Okay. 2s for wounds. 2 saves of 4+. Because of the imperative. Yeah, we blocked those. Okay. So it's now down to the boys. They're all in range. 45 attacks with them. Admech are doing the best they can with their levels of protection, which is certainly helping. -1 to hit rolls is helping, +1 to the armor save. Big help here against low AP minus weapons. So 3s, 6s will pop extras.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Certainly is a classic matchup, this one. It's been going on for years on the channel. Orcs usually, down through the different editions, shot to pieces by the Admech here. But then Orcs hitting hard in close combat, seeing the same thing here.
3s to 1?
2s.
2s?
Yes, Goths on the charge with the new rules. We're toughness 3, so yeah, 2s. And that's making all the difference. Yeah, there's one more 1 in there. Looks like about a dozen saves to make. 15. AP -1, ignored. So 4s. We may have got just a little bit above average here. Yeah, we've held. How interesting. 5 casualties taken. Sorry, that was only half Mike's attacks. So you can do 20 more. God, boy, the volume of attacks coming through. So 3s. You want the wipeout here. Lots of 6s would be useful. There's a couple. It's all good, yeah. Add 2 in, yeah. 2s to end. I got an above average roll there, so if I hit about average, it's probably a wipeout. So looking for 2s to end. The number of 1s.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Right. Roll average, I'm dead. We roll above average. Surprise, surprise. Another 4. So 9 out of 10 casualties. The squad's been decimated. Just the alpha remains. He's down here, so we'll keep him alive. Alright, so, and consolidation move down here with the boys. Truck have activated that. There's no targets. It's just made a consolidation move, so headed off in this direction and tapped into the vehicle. So this is looking good. Tactically looking pretty good here for the Orcs. Next, the Whopper.
Yeah.
He's next in line. Orcs queuing up here. How polite of them as they fight. Oh dear, it's like a Mexican wave of melees here going across the board. Yeah, so we're going to do, it's the crushing armour here. So he's going to shoulder barge Belisarius Skull first of all, 2+. Gonna get Patronic on this one, yeah, try and max out on it. Carry Kunkel for all of the Silent King.
Yeah.
Okay, Necron play also Death Guard. 2s.
Down once I roll the one. Ooh.
It's gone through, and D3 mortal wounds.
Second one.
3 maxed out, well done. Oh, Patreon's an absolute fire here, 3 wounds taken. Be handy to keep Belisarius Skull alive. He would be useful enough. We'll see if he can survive here. So 5 attack space +1 for the charge, or for the Warg. Striking on 2s, -1, but then +1 on top of that. So back to 2s. 6s are very useful. Always get 6s, that character always does. They've all hit, and then 2 bonus hits. Now, I wonder.
Is it the huge chopper?
Yeah, the huge chopper. I'm just going to let you know my toughness. I think you're still going to be on 2s doing. I'm toughness 6.
No. This is toughness. Or strength +3, 9. Strength 9, and then +1 for the lot.
Yeah. And +1 for Goths? No, I reckon he's strength 11. Strength 6, +3. +1 for Goths, +1 for the extra rules for Orcs now. So, 3s. And it's okay. Right. So 6 saves. Now, what is the minus on this? It's damage 2.
-3, damage 2.
-3. It's -2. I think it's 4s. It's 5 up invuln save, but 2 up armor save. -3. 3 up, 4 up, 5 up, then +1 to the armor save. 4s. And wounds have got 8. Okay. I most definitely will turn to the Patreons here. And we'll go for a die-hard debut here from Lord Commissar Charles Cranford. Despises chaos, hates the Tau, and I'm not sure how much time he has for Orcs. We'll find out here. 4s. Aha! I think that roll has helped keep Belisarius Skull alive. So that's going to be 4 wounds taken, right? And I've taken 3. So he lingers. The slug lives with 1 wound remaining. Just looking to see if there's anything else Mike can do. He shoulder barged him, hit him hard, cut off some mechanical bits, but hasn't killed him. He's still checking the codex. I don't think there's anything he can do. Belisarius Skull will live. He's not too much danger to Grog the Whopper here, but I might be able to take on those Orc boys, perhaps chop some of those down. Okay, but Cool lives here, keeping the Phoenix Lord, Michael Fryer, alive. Okay, so shifting along would be the Knobs next. So the Knobs, they're potent enough. Their numbers have been depleted a little bit. There's 3 left out of 5. But it's still going to be 12 attacks for the Warg. Hitting on 2s, -1. 3s. 6s are useful. There's a couple of 6s. There's 3 more 6s. They can be added back in. Maybe 2s to wound. Nice cheap squad. They can kick out tons of attacks here and all damage 2. 2s to wound. We're gone. We're going to go. This is the end of the Ruststalkers. I'll just roll 6. Gone. There's 9 anyway. Okay. So Ruststalkers eliminated from play. I guess we shut down Ripper. It will stop points from coming through for him. But he's still going to pick up some. He's got himself in range of objective. Yes, there are going to be some points coming through. Phoenix Lord casualty here. Chef's gone. I expected and hoped more from this squad. But they took on the central attack from the Orcs and haven't fared too well. Across here, the next charging unit will be the Bikers. So Zog to fight first here. 3 attacks based in the Warg, so 4 attacks. 6s would be really, really useful here. Mike will do those first because they're damage 2. We'll get those resolved first of all. So looking for 4s. 2 hits come through. 2s to win. They do. Okay. Now these damage 2, I would love to block these. There's plenty of Imperial. There are lots of Imperial helpers here. Drew Gums. There's Cadian player. I'll happily help out the Adeptus Mechanicus. 5 pluses. Again! Patreons. we'll have to ban them for a while, yeah, because their dice rolling's crazy in this game. Unbelievable. Just 5 pluses everywhere here from the Patreons. Good stuff from them. Right, so moving on. 8 attack style with the 2 sidekicks here, Zig and Zag. Just with sluggers and choppers. Looking for 3s, looking for 4s for -1 to the hit rolls. Yes, because no war boss nearby to help them. 2s to wound though, because of Goths on the charge, some of the extra rules for orcs, all of them. Reroll on that one, that's fine, yeah, 6 for the drop dice. Okay. -1/+1, so we're looking at 4s. Yeah, rolling above average here. So just the 1 casualty taken. That's the Chris Comiskey squad surviving well. Infiltrator squad's holding up well in this game. So I think now it's a case of the AdMech picking units at this point. So I will go for the Infiltrators across here, the Chris Comiskey squad. I'm going to put 5 of them into the bikers, 3 of them to try and finish off the Storm Boys, I think is the plan. So do 11 attacks into the bikes here. 6s are great. And we get a few. I'll use the reroll here. Okay. So looking for 3s. Add in an extra 6 hits because of the 666 that was rolled. 3s to wound. Alright, it's not bad at all actually. There's 11 saves on the bikers to make here. So I think they're 4 pluses to start off with, so it'll be 5s here. We could maybe get the wipeout against them. There we go.
11 5-ups.
Yeah, 11 5 pluses. Ooh, biker's gonna go, I think.
What's the damage?
Damage 1. Yeah, I think they're gonna go.
2. Yeah.
That'll do. No, bikers are gone. Pick them off. Oof, that was costly. Okay, that's Phoenix Lord down as well. It's Amy Almo gone with that biker squad. We said 3 into the Storm Boys. We've used our reroll. 3 hits. Bonus 2 hits coming through. 3s to wound. -1, but there's the invuln save, so 4 saves of 6+. No, wipe out against them as well. Infiltrators clearing targets here on this flank. Good work from the Comiskey squad. Good work from them. Right, so that squad's consolidated in that direction. So heading off towards the enemy units over there. But that's a good result for them. We've cleared and held that objective. That's good news. And we've freed up a unit here which could start to push in this direction. So that is a good enough result here for the AdMech. So who's left? It's AdMech units really. Belisarius called to fight back. We've got a 1-man Vanguard model left and this vehicle to fight back as well. Right, do this here. We'll see if that 5 is a hit. It is. And no wound. Okay, so that's that vehicle done. I can reroll one of the hit rolls, I guess. Which misses anyway. Okay. So next up, we'll do the Vanguard Alpha. 2 attacks with him. There's no upgrades. So just 2 attacks. 1 hit comes through. And is a wound. So a save of 6+. Blocked t-shirt. Stopped the butt of the rifle there. He's not got any kind of close combat upgrades. That's him done. Next, the last one to fight here will be Belisarius Call here. Right, so we'll go for Mecha Hendrite Hive's going to go into the Boyz, and then we'll put our axe. We'll try and sink it into Grog the Whopper here if we can. So 4 attacks against him. We'll go Scott Costello. The Blood Angel's a guard player. So his attacks will become 4. Hitting on 2s. Alrighty. Then we'll try and wound. So we've got to work this out. Strength 5. I'm going to assign axe. Strength 7. Toughness on him is 7. I think.
Nope. Toughness 6.
He is toughness 6. 3's to win then. -1 for Arda's Dows. Is 4's to win. Could do well with patronic help. Yeah, 2 come through. Okay, so he's got the Omnisign Axe across here. AP -2. It's 2 up save, 3 up, 4 up. Grog's on +1 to the armor saves. It's 2 saves of 3+. Damage 2 each time. So One's made it through. All right, so 2 wounds taken. We've marked Grog here. We've put some damage onto him, so happy enough with that. We'll now go for Mechahedrite Hive, 2d6, 9 attacks. Ooh. 2s. We'll reroll one of the hit rolls for Mars. And we're looking at 4s to wound. Nice. No minus. So Mike can make 4 saves of 6+. Oof, triple 5 and a 6. Nice. But 3 casualties taken. Alright, so casualties resolved, removed from play. 2 wounds put onto Grog the Whopper. I think we have combats resolved now at this point in the game. Orcs have struck hard for sure. I'm not going to say they've knocked the Adeptus Mechanicus out. We have taken heavy casualties in the middle. Some units have held though. Belisarius Call is still alive. Just about. He could self-repair, by the way. A self-repairing Imperial Slug. So he'll stay alive. I think he might sliver away out of close combat though. I would imagine he's not going to hang around. We've still got some potent units left. These are dangerous for sure, shooting and close combat. And those 2 units of infiltrators are great assets here for the Adeptus Mechanicus on both sides of the table. There's a dangerous fate perhaps could await him. I'm just thinking, I've got 50 pistol shots available. I could put Wrath of Mars onto it, mortal wound him out of the way. Eesh, dangerous stuff from the infiltrators. They are useful units for sure. So turn comes to an end. We'll give you an update here at this point. Well, a bit of morale to resolve across the board and give you an update on points at this stage. Okay, so morale resolved here, failed, lost 2, just the sniper left. It's gone here as well, the Vanguard removed from play, so that squad wiped out. And morale busted across here with just 1 model slain for the Orc boys. They press on. So then points coming in. Mike has picked up some. 2 points for the centre of the table for the main mission. 4 points picked up for primaries as well, with the Grots holding the home objective. The biggest and the best. Gutrippa's on the central objective, that's where he's meant to be. He's picked up 2 points for that. No further points coming because he was shut down here and stopped from fighting and causing damage and so on. So we've got a total now of 10 points to 7 at this stage. So we reckon there is a possibility of Stomp and Good coming through, 3 points. Mike's wiped out this unit here. We reckon the Vanguard unit wasn't destroyed in close combat. It died in the morale phase. That's not going to count. So the AdMech need to destroy 1 Orc unit here this turn. I believe it's in close combat, it has to be done. Otherwise Mike will pick up a further 3 points. But turn 2 comes to the end for the Orcs. They have hit hard. But is it hard enough is the question. AdMech do have resources here to strike back as we go on to their turn 2. So much has happened in this game already. Turn 2 is big here for the Adeptus Mechanicus. We'll see how well they do. We'll go on to their turn 2 next. Alright, so turn 2 for the Adeptus Mechanicus. So Canticles in play, Doctrine Imperatives all still rolling on here. Now, this is the danger zone around here, but not too much panic. We've got some decent enough firepower. We've reacted to the Orc assault, which has broken right through our lines, but the countermeasures are in place. So going around here, first of all, Sniper sat rears. There are some targets for him. Pushed across here, it's normal move, 8 inches -2, so we've gone over there. Tech Priest didn't roll quite high enough to push across. He has blessed, though, the Dune Crawler, giving it +1 to hit rolls. The Dragoon is quite quiet on this flank now, so he's just secured that objective. Infiltrators have shifted across here. There's a chance maybe to charge the guns and let loose with our pistols as well. The breachers are pushed through. It's slow going from them, but they have rounded the corner here and getting ready to charge in. I think they're going to have to go into close combat. It's holding, pushing up, restoring wounds back up to 9 now, so rolled up nice and high again. Self-repaired 3 wounds. On Belisarius Call is very much alive. There is another danger. You can't see it on the board here, but there's Mega Knobs still inside this. They are a big threat here, but it's not too much we can do about it. Back to our close combat. Sat there with him, sat there with those, and then starting close combat across here. But that's movement done. We're going to shooting phase with the AdMech next. Oh boy, Doctrine Imperatives, we've had to reset a few things here. -3 to our movement, so back he goes. He's not going to be able to cross the pipes. He's fine. They've had to go back 3 inches. That's going to affect their charge and some of the plans that we had. It's really affected Belisarius Call. He was slow before. He's slow again. He's backed off to here. It's 3 inches closer. That means that Zog or Grog can, we reckon, interrupt play. Yeah, I just double checked the rules, hoping he was movement 8, but he's not. He was always slow, but now with the Doctrine Imperative, he's even slower. But it was the trade-off. It helped preserve some wounds, I think, from last turn. But Skitarii here, the whole Admech army slowed right down. I've had to push these back as well because the whole army's affected by it. So back they go, 3 inches. Okay, that's all been corrected. I think we're up to date now with that. We still keep our +1 to the armor saves though, which will be useful enough. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Yeah, so we're on shooting phase here. 25. This is 50 shots coming in from this squad across. This is JP's squad playing Wrath of Mars. So back to normal shooting, 3s. So take away the 1s and 2s. 6s for mortal wounds. Let's try and max out at 6, and that'll remove that model from play. Alright, well there's 2 6s. We've got potential for some survival here. And then it's 5s to wound. Okay, 3 saves of 2+. This model's not removed yet. Okay, so 3 wounds taken in total. Then we'll go again. Looking for 3s. We'll reroll one of our hit rolls, which has helped. 3 wounds taken. 666 will do. There's 2. That could be him destroyed, we'll see. Oh, no further 6s. Okay, interesting. So we'll check the total wounds on the Big Mac in Mega Armor. I think he's a 5 wound model, could be wrong.
6 wounds.
He has 6 wounds.
Yeah.
Okay. So 8 saves of 2+ to stay alive. It's doable, but it's one of those, it's one of those nervous rolls.
Yeah, I'll better get this too.
Okay, it's time for another episode of Blame It on the Patreons. Yeah. Travis and Jen. Custodes players, both of them Necron players. Simple 2+, yeah. He's done it!
Yeah.
Ha! Kept him alive. Oh, how annoying, wanted to clear him out of the way. Well done, okay. Target survives. 1 wound left. Right, I'm going to fire these into the mech guns over yonder. 4s are good. I can reroll one of the dice. So we'll go for 3s to wound. 1 comes through. Nothing can stop it, so it's going to be D3 + 3. 4 wounds taken, and there's 5 wounds left on one of the models, so down to 1 wound left. Not destroyed. We'll do Flechette Blasters. It's going to split them 50-50. Half into the knobs, half into the boys. Right, first lot into the boys. Looking for 3s. I'll reroll now. Okay. So it looks impressive, but it's 5s to win. Alright, there's a few. 7. Yeah, 7 saves of 6+. So this is a full strength boys squad. Ouch. Alright, 7 casualties taken. Pistol 5's crazy on a squad of 10. Okay, so 5 boys gone. Alright, so 7 casualties coming through. They've been marked up. And then we'll go again into the knobs. Just trying to shred down the ability of the orcs here whilst they're exposed. We give the 3s. And again, it's going to be, that was a hit, that one. And then we're looking for, take those away. Fives. Okay, so knobs, we'll check their armor save. They might start on a 4 up. Yeah, so they're getting 4+. We're saying they're getting cover from this as well, which is fair enough. So it's 3 saves of 3+. Well, enough to kill 1, but tough enough. This one here, just in case the charge is attempted. Okay, so 1 casualty caused. Just trying to blunt the orc potency as much as possible here. Going to fire from here into the guns. Let's keep that going. So we'll go for the Gatling first of all. We'll reroll this one now at this stage. So they've all hit because they've been blessed by the Tech Priest. 3 wounds come through. AP minus is going on, so straight wounds. So it's going to be a gun destroyed and 2 wounds on the other. We almost got it. We'll go for the Daedalus, which hits, which wounds, d6 damage. Just the one wound comes through, so almost gone. And then we're going for the autocannon. 2 more wounds come through. It could be -1, so there might be a save of 6+ here. I think the guns are a 5+. Gets it. 2 at 6.
Need 1 now, do it.
Almost 2. Oh, well done. Okay, so 1 wound remains on one of the guns. Gonna try and snipe Gutrippa. That's a terrible thing to say. I feel bad about saying that, but I can't always be orcs. We'll go for longbow BB. That sounds very snipery. 3s. Duck. Oh, he did. Okay. We hit the cat instead. Look on the objective. It's okay. Oh, I missed him. Oh, hold it right there. Skitari. Hit. Oh, Mars. Sorry, it's Mars. 3s to wound. Oh, we get it on a 6. Oh, that's a mortal wound. Ouch. Right between his stunty little head. 4+ invulnerable save. Be careful. There's 1 Imperial Patreon left.
Look.
Touch it, you have to use it. Okay. Okay, here it comes. 50-50. Oh, he does, blocks it. Oh, no, I was hoping that Imperial dice would fail. Oh. That was Luke Strengel. Okay, last of the Patreons. So we'll now go for just a straight mortal wound. Well done. Oh. We'll catch him in a crossfire. We'll snipe him again with this one. And then we'll put the rest of the shots into the Boyz down here, so we'll go after them. So we'll do the heavy shots. No, we'll do the sniper first of all. Hits. 6 would be great. Oof, that wounds. Another 4+ invulnerable save required on Gutrippa.
Hearing it?
Yeah.
Right.
50-50. Patreons are all gone.
Nope. 2,
no, D3. It's whole facing, 1 wound. Okay, so 2 wounds total. Right, Ripper's very much alive here, but it's infuriated. It's been sniped. It's been hunted here by ranger units. We'll go for the guys on top. Firing down, we declared into here, so they've all hit. Oh, holy throne of the Emperor, look at that. 5 saves. It's -1. I reckon the 6+ invulnerable will continue on, so Mike can take that, but this is deadly. Nothing. Nope. Ouch. Hold on a second. It's almost a... Oh, there's Boyz there. I take it Mike will keep the knob alive. There's just the knob left. Decimation. May as well fire the other sniper into the Ripper. And then we'll put the other shots into the Boyz across there. So we'll do the sniper first. Hits the Ripper again. Ooh, it wounds him again.
4 up.
Yep. Oh, it's blocked. Alright, blocks again. That would have been just a wound. Okay, but Gutrippa's been targeted here. Which way does he go? Which sniper does he chase? How interesting. Okay, so we'll do the 3 shots now into the... Or the 3 models into the Boyz. Or reroll one of those. So I rerolled the 1 there, which I get anyway because of him. So the 2 is the one I'll reroll. And we do get the hits. They're all hit. That was for Mars. 5s to wound. Just the 1. And a 6 up. Nope. Alright, so 1 boy slain. Mike could take that one and keep the objective. He's securing it with multiple units anyway. That's 8 casualties on there. Morale's going to be an issue here for multiple orc units in the middle. Okay, he can't fire, he backed out. Backed out of close combat across here. I don't think he has any shooting available. So we're running out of options now, I think, for firepower. Ah, yes. Him, the Tech Priest Dominus. Mechanicus pistol. 2 hits. No wounds. He has got a pistol, it's not too bad. Okay, so we'll do Tech Priest Dominus next. Alright. Volkite Blaster. Into Grog. 3 step because I moved. Mars. Ooh. 6s are good. That's 2 mortal wounds. That's ridiculous. And we'll see what that does. So attack is made with this weapon. Unmodified wound roll of 6 inflicts 2 mortal wounds on the target in addition to any normal damage. Yes. So now you've got a normal armor save of 2+. Ooh, passed. Okay, but 2 wounds put onto Grog there. That's it's not too bad from the Tech Priest Dominus. Okay, going to fire this one here. It's going to go into Grog the Whopper. Closest target we can pick on him. So we'll go for Daedalus first of all. We've rolled a 1, which will re-roll for Mars. 2. Missed. Because of all of them that I needed the blessing on, it's that one. Those are been blessed, but not that one there. It's sitting on regular 3s. Oh, missed with the Daedalus. I wonder if we'd have wounded. We would have wounded. Okay, never mind, I'll carry on. What would your invuln save have been? Just to, you know. Would have passed. That's okay, we'll carry on. So, Gatling rocket launcher next. Looking for 3s. Looking for 5s. Nothing. And then the auto cannon. Gosh, dreadful. Yeah, strength 7, yes. 1 wound comes through. -1, +1, 2 up. No problem at all. Oh, well done. He shrugs that off. No problem at all. There's not many models can... Oh, no, it doesn't bother him at all. Okay, so Grog, the Whopper, very much alive indeed. Shouting, bellowing insults here at the Adeptus Mechanicus and swearing his revenge against them. Okay, so firepower, I think, is complete across the board. Yes, we do have some charges, though, coming up next. All right, so charges have gone ahead. I've rolled up just to see what happened. I rolled a 10, so he's up for it. Tech Priest Dominus has gone in against Grog. Bit unexpected, but in he goes. Breaches have gone in just against the Knobs. And the Sicarian Infiltrators, ambitious from them. The Comiskey squad has charged in against the Weird Boy, the Knobs, and Gutrippa himself. An ongoing combat across here. So, multiple melees. We'll go on to choose a combat. I think I must fight first with the Infiltrators to give them a chance. Okay, so I've gone for 5 going into the Ripper. 3 going into the Weird Boy. We'll do that first. So looking for 3s. We'll re-roll now. Okay. Got ourselves 2 bonus hits. We might be able to get him here actually if we get our wounds. We've got 4 wounds have come through. 4 saves of 6+. 1. He's going to live. He's got more than 3 wounds, but 3 wounds taken on the Weird Boy. Into the Ripper now. 21 attacks. 6s are great. Okay. 666. Just an extra 6 hits. So he's going to be toughness 6. So it's going to be forced to wound. But if we roll well, which we have rolled about average. Strength 6, toughness 6. 7 saves of 4+. 7 saves of 4+. Should survive. But depends on this roll. Yeah, no pressure. It is a pressure roll, though. Ooh. Uh-oh. Not good. I think the Ripper's going to go. CP reroll would help. There's 2 wounds taken. There's another 6 have come through. 8 wounds, no. He's gone. Ripper's going to have to go. He won't die. He'll just slink out of the way, perhaps hide in the ruin across there or jump into the red container. I think orcs are attracted to red things, so he'll go inside the container. Mike's just looking to see, yes, there is a stratagem. It's not only in Adeptus GTM, but it's sort of an orc equivalent. So Mike's going to look for it. We know the one. I think we all know the one he's talking about here. It's the one that I would use. I think it's going to cost 2 CP to fight before he dies. That'll be a nasty blow against the Infiltrators if Mike decides to use it. Orcs is never beaten. So 3 CP. Mike can either interrupt play somewhere or play the stratagem and fight before he's removed from play. He's still got that psychic power in him from last turn. So he's on like 7 attacks.
I think go on.
Yeah. He's going to play it. So we are going to see Gutrippa. It's Daniel Cunningham in command. We'll get to see the Gutrippa fight.
7, yeah.
Yep.
I just think because it's survivability.
Yeah, no, it's probably worth it. It's probably what I'd do, for sure. Gutrippa's pride at stake here. Right, so it's 2s to hit minus 1, but then +1, because characters get the buff.
Yeah, and then 6.
6 pops the extra hit, fine. Keep the dice that miss to the side, because that can be added in a bit later. That's fine, yep. So now we're looking for 2s to wound. Keep the failed wound rolls to the side. It's just doing this for the warlord trait here, brutal but cunning. So hold it there, because I'm now going to try and attempt my invuln saves of 5+. None. Oh, no. So then those 3 that failed can now be added back in a rolled form. So Mike will attack with those. Okay. And then try and wound on 2s. Oh, snake eyes. Oh. A shame. It was going so well. Alright, so 4 casualties taken, though, pretty good from the Ripper. Alright, so that's the situation. Gutrippa removed from play. Infiltrators fighting on. Brow's probably going to be an issue for them. So interrupts are gone, so it's our charges next. We'll go for the breaches next. Alright, breaches going in. 3-inch piling. 4 of them can fight. Rerolling a dice. Failed. Looking for 4s. Looking for... It's the hydraulic claws they're equipped with, which are nasty enough. There's no minus to hit rolls. Strength 10. -2. So it's going to be 2s to kill. They're gone. It's damage 3 each time, so Nob's dead. No. Yeah, 6s.
No.
Not enough. There was a 6 made, but not enough to stop that from coming through. Alright, Breachers now pushing a bit further forward, so they're heading off towards the central objective. That was kind of the game plan with those. They've taken their time, but they've made it round to the centre of the board, just turning up after everyone else is just sort of driving over the heaps of bodies across here. But better late than never from them. Next, Tech Priest Dominus fighting against Grog. Right, there's a slight chance we can do something. Here we go. Looking for 3s. Rerolling a hit roll in the fight phase for Mars. Oh, we're glad. We'll go for 4s to win, becomes 5s to win because of Arda's nails. Yo! There's nothing I can do. 1 makes it through. 4+, no, 2 up. 3 up, 4 up, because -2. Then +1, because of the crushing armour. 3+ save. No problem at all. He's rolled another 1. Oh dear. This,
Does anyone want to buy some days?
God, yes. So how many is that? Getting quite a collection of wounds here. 6. He's got 1 wound left. I don't think there's anything else.
What's damage is it?
It's 2 damage. Yeah, you could CP it if you want to. 3+. There's nothing else. 3+. I'd probably go for it. Oh, well done. We'll take the wounds away. All right. Grog shrugs that off. All right, so he's free to swing back. Anything else for us charging in? No. So Mike would pick a combat. So that's going to be this combat across here. 3 attacks, 4 attacks with the Mega Armor Big Mech. 6s are good. That one there, yeah. Yeah, so 3 hits total, yeah, because one of them missed. Because the -1 to hit rolls. Looking for wounds here, so 2 come through. And I'll take 5+ invulnerable saves. Past 1. So 1 from JP squad gone. Like so, that's that done. Alright, we'll pick a combat, we'll fight across here. 6s are great, I've got none. Blast! Reroll, hit roll. For Sicarian, that's a shame. We've still got hits coming through though, it's not too bad. On the average here is very high, so we've got all those hits. Toughness on him.
5.
It is 5. So it's 3s to wound. There's a little bit of AP minus going on as well. Yeah, this is not bad at all. There's 2 wounds to try and keep going here. So there's 13 saves to make it 3+.
Where's the first 10?
And he's gone. We got him. Yeah, alright. So target destroyed. So that's that Phoenix Lord showdown actually. Ben Shaw's gone. JP successful on that flank, holding the objective. So mission accomplished with the Infiltrators. Good work. Good hard work from them. Good electrocution tactics from those. Alright, so JP squad just pushing further forwards, heading off in this direction, but on well and truly on that objective. So Mike's combats that remain. Alright, so 6 attacks here with Grog the Whopper. He's a big lad.
Need all the sixes.
with a big axe. Always gets multiple sixes every time. Right. So Mike adding in the bonuses.
Was that him?
2s, -1 to hit me, no, because my Doctrina continuing on. Or my Canticle, sorry. 2s to wound this time. Oh yeah, definitely is. I'm toughness 4.
2, 4, 6, 7.
7 saves. -3.
-3, 2 damage.
That's 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 up. What's the damage?
2.
Oh no. He's no way he's got 6 wounds. He's a 5 wound model. He's dead. Serves him right. So one of the golden rules in putting an army together is don't put the HQs into close combat. So it serves him right, he's gone. Well, it's just not his fault, it's me. I sent him in ambitiously against Grog de Whopper and he's paid the ultimate price. So good swinging from him. That's the Phoenix Lord Lucas Brown in charge. All right, so next up is the weird boy. 3 attacks, 4 attacks for him. Hitting on 2s, -1. So he's on 4s.
4s, yeah.
Yeah. 1 hit, which pops a hit. So 2s. 2 hits come through. 2s to wind. 1. Oh no. Snake Eyes again. Happens in a game, but happens again and again and again. It's not so good. Starting to hitting a good average at a bad roll.
We were playing.
That's right. 1000 Suns game. We said Mike's nickname would be Snake Eyes, and I think we're definitely going to stick with that, because he's definitely concreting his reputation here. Right. So no wounds coming through from the weird boy. That is it. We reckon. Casualties are heavy on both sides. Perhaps the Admech have done more. We've got more assets, more value alive on the table for sure. But Orcs certainly still have some fight left in them. Bear in mind, there's a fresh unit of Meganobs raring to go and ready to fight. We'll calculate points to morale at the end of turn 2 here for both sides. Yeah, Gutrippa we're talking about here for victory points. He killed 4 models, needs to kill 5 to pick up the bonus 2 before he was removed from play. That's the risk. There's high rewards if he gets up to all sorts of stuff in the centre of the board, but he hasn't. He's been cut short in this game, not picking up many points. So morale, the boys busted morale, 1 fled, and then rolled a 1 or 2. The other one's gone. Rolled here and gone. Morale failed there. Morale failed with the Comiskey squad. The casualty taken, but no further models removed. So 3 of those still remain. So Orcs starting to lose heart here. The regular boys down to the heavy hitters perhaps to get involved next. Points coming in. Admech have jumped ahead here. We've picked up 12 points for primaries, +2 for gaining the central objective. Assassination, 7 points picked up with the death of the Ripper and the Big Mac and Mega Armor. Eradication of flesh, we didn't get. The vehicles weren't effective this turn. Engaged on fronts, no points for that either. So 28 points to 10. Admech have got themselves a nice healthy amount of points here. We'll go on to turn 3 for the Orcs. This could be the final wave attack coming next from them. All right, here. So we are on turn 3 here for the Adeptus Mechanicus. There's no Doctrine Imperator, going to leave the army as it sits. Canticles, though, Benediction of the Omnissiah. So each time we're selecting a unit to shoot, for all of the units apart from, I reckon, the Breachers, but everything else, when it shoots, can reroll, hit roll, a wind roll, and a damage roll. So very, very useful indeed. So we reckon this is the last gasp here from the Orcs. Talking about the tactical situation on the board, Mike's picked up just the 4 points for primaries for that one there. Denied in the middle. Cleared across here. Admech have free reign across this side of the board. We've pretty much anchored this left-hand flank as well. So movement for the Orcs. Still on the +1 to hit rolls. Meganobs will disembark to move through to here. Grog's pushed through. He's heading off towards the objective as well. He's going to take over where Gutrippa left off. Pushed through, wiggled for a little bit here. With the battle wagon. Trucks, one's on the objective, no need to move. The other one's on the other objective and the gun ready to shoot. And that's pretty much all the resources that the Orcs have. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Going to try and make him go super nuts. 11 would be fantastic. 11! +3 strength, +3 attacks. It's super grog. Oh boy, that is one pumped up orc. Oh boy, boy, boy. Okay, right. Psychic phase finished. Nice work. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Right, tons of Dakar. 30 shots down here. This is a short range Dakar weaponry here. Custom shooters. So 5s for hits. We'll take a 3-up save for behind the barricade. 3s to wound. Okay.
Just a 5.
5. And 2 casualties taken. It's worth doing. So those 2 can go. Okay. Let's just mark them up for morale. Trucks, again, combine their firepower, try and take on some of the rangers. Looking for 5s. And 3s. All wounded. 4-up save this time. Foul 2. Oof. Okay. 2 casualties on them. May as well. Okay. So I think that's firepower done.
Bubble chutter. Or
Oh no, 1 big gun left. Yes, the custom mega cannon. Firepower available from that thing. Yeah, the Grot gun's going to fight. Just can just about see these because they've moved so far along. So D6 shots. 3. It's bang on average, these guns here this game. 4s for hits. Takes them all to wound, which means it's died.
yeah.
I just don't know what to say. And the wound does come through. Okay. We'll try and make a save here. That's going to be a failure. I've got a CP available. We'll leave it, take it. Damage D6. 2. Typical. Right, so we're still alive. We'll take it from a model at the back here. So we'll leave the shooting there. We'll go on to charges next. So charges gone ahead as planned. Meganobs have gone in. Grog's gone in on the objective here into both targets, the Infiltrators and the Breachers. I don't know if we're going to survive this. This is particularly nasty. And then across here, so multiple charges going on. In against Belisarius Hall, the idea is to try and run him over. And then tap this out. Tap these out, I reckon, as well. Okay, so charge is done. Combat's to resolve. Right, so 5 Meganobs. 3 attack space plus 1 because it's the second turn of the Warg. This is going to be really nasty. They're at full strength. It's quite rare, actually, at the moment. They get in at full strength during our games, but they will in this case against the Breachers. So looking for 3s because Grog is with them. There's some 6s in there. You can add 4 dice back in. Oh, we've been hit like a sledgehammer. Okay, it's going to be 2s to wound. Toughness 5 is not going to help us. Right.
6, 8, 10, 12.
12 saves. Minus 3, I reckon. 2 up. 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, 5 up. 5 pluses. Now, 1's dead straight away because he's already got wounds. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're dead. Think. Keep 1 alive. I think it's worth it. 5 plus invulnerable save. Or 5 plus regular armor save. I've got a good feeling about this. Oh dear. Right. Model survives. So I've kept 1 alive, deliberately kept this one alive here so he can fight back. At least fight before he's removed from play because, as Mike's pointed out, morale's going to be a big problem for him. But Phoenix Lord clinging on here for dear life. 1 left here for Longbow BB from that squad. Okay, Grog next. That is base of 5 plus 3 plus 1. 9 attacks. Oh, and a shoulder barge. So 2 plus for the shoulder barge. Yes. D3. 2. Well, that's going to knock out one of the Infiltrators, unconscious. The Comiskey squad, his number of Phoenix Lords desperately clinging on. The Comiskey squad's down to just 2 left. They're not going to be okay. There's 9 attacks coming through here from the Whopper. This is Lucas Brown. 2s.
No 6s.
No 6s though. Alright. 2s to wound. 4. The remotest of chances. Not today. Infiltrator squad gone. Phoenix Lord removed from play. Chris Kaminsky's gone. Saved the weird boy. Must be best buddies. Okay, well done. Grog now well and truly claims the central objective. He roars in defiance here at the Adeptus Mechanicus, reclaiming the central objective. Good play. Good work from him. Here next, all the attacks going into Belisarius Call.
Yeah, made it good.
It's D6 attacks because of the damage. 5 plus 1 for the Warg. So 6 attacks. Excellent. That's because of the damage. It would have been 6 attacks straight, but because Mike's on 6 wounds, D6. Still 2s to hit though. 6s will be great. And there's at least 1. So they've all hit with a bonus. Nice. Now what's your strength? I think you're going to be double. It's toughness 6 I am.
And what am I using here?
The Death Roller. Plus your normal strength.
It's only strength 7.
Okay, strength 7. Then, yeah, it's Goff's. Strength 7, strength 8. Alright, so no. So 3s to wound. 4 make it through. Minus 2.
Minus 2, 2 down.
2 up, 3 up. I've got 4 ups. So it's bang on 50-50 for me to survive. But it is the striking Scorpion 82 that's rolling the dice here. So,
Oh, I need a 3, don't I?
3 up.
Yep.
Alright.
Add an extra 1 in.
Okay. And it's done it. Ha! If it had been 4 dice. Oh, terrible. Right, okay. He's gone. I'm just going to roll to see if he explodes, but no, he's just a slug. Michael Fryer, Phoenix Lord gone, Belisarius Call removed from play. It's a strange model. Rules not too potent. It's one of the models potentially heading out of the list here. But yeah, not too good. Alright, so that's that combat resolved. Striking back. Yeah, I've got one of the servitors across here. One of the breachers to fight. So we'll just tuck in with him. This is Longbow BB. 4s. Missed. Reroll. 1 dice. Still missed. That's the end of that. No. Canticle. So I've rerolled for Mars. Now I'm going to reroll a single hit roll. We do get a hit. I'm going to try and wound. We do get a wound. How interesting. So, Hydraulic Claw. First time we've got a hit here. Strength. Oh, it's not. We've struck already. Strength 10. So, yeah, 2s to wound. All correct. Minus 2. So, 4 pluses.
4 up.
Yeah. 50-50.
Yep.
Blocked. Yeah, it would have been 3 damage. Would have brought one of those Mega Knobs down. They are a major threat in the centre of the board. It's a fair bit of effort to remove them from play out here, and we don't really have much that can counter them in close combat out here. So, yeah, bit of fighting back to do across here, and that'll be combat's done. Alright, so turn comes to an end. We resolve these combats down here. Did absolutely nothing to this vehicle across here. It still sits with 6 wounds remaining. As their morale. Breachers busted. Snow Phoenix Lord gone. It's Longbow BB removed from play. Not many left here. Lucas Brown dead in the centre of the table, so glory for him. Then over on this side, the JP squad's done well, so they continue on. But that's pretty much it. That's it, isn't it?
That's it.
Oh boy, we've got Phoenix Lord carnage here in this battle. Okay, and then morale. That was. Yeah, no, that was it. Oh, one more to do upstairs. 3, they're okay. Sniper's all right across there. Okay, so morale resolved. We've calculated points. I reckon Admech have actually won this game. Despite the carnage in the centre of the table and the Orcs dominating the central objective, Admech have eaten away at the flanks across here. So we'll give you an update on the score. It's just a trickle of points coming in is the problem. 4 points picked up for holding a home objective. 2 points picked up because Mike once again has claimed the centre of the board. Healthy enough. The biggest and the best is now not possible. We've got Gutrippa gone. Stomp 'em good. 3 points could come through. Mike's got 2 units in close combat, so there should most likely be 3 more points coming through. Engaging all fronts has been a big problem. here of the Orcs concentrating in the centre of the board. The Admech, on the other hand, we look set to pick up 1, 2, 3 objectives being held, another 12 points for that. So this is the major issue here for primaries, is very strong. Assassinations helped us. Eradication of flesh and engage. There's others that we can work on, but we've got ourselves ahead here, 28 points to 16 at this point, with a turn in hand for the Adeptus Mechanicus. We'll go on to their turn 3 here. If they can hit the Orcs hard enough, that could finish off the battle. Right, so movement done for the Adeptus Mechanicus. We've crossed over here and blessed this. Just holding this objective, reaping 12 points for primaries coming through. Holding across here and staying in close combat with him, just to offload into the battle wagon. Backing out of close combat with these. Infiltrators, 8 inches, they burst around here, heading off towards the Orc truck, potentially the Orc home objective. So that's movement done. Shooting phase next. So, shooting phase resolved here. We've done the firepower. Grog still remains. You can see him just there. He did pick up a mortal wound from a sniper round that wounded him. But with a command reroll, he passed an invuln save to stop that damage from coming through, which I rolled up the damage. It would have been 3 wounds. He would have died. So, Mike wisely using the CP reroll to keep him alive on the central objective. Meganobs taking casualties, 2 Dune Crawlers ganging up on them, firepower coming through, 3 casualties taken, a wound on another. As Flechette Blasters firing with Wrath of Mars took out a whole truck with their mortal wounds and regular wounds coming through. So shooting phase done. Charges, yes, coming up next. Just the one charge going ahead, rolled up for those. Infiltrators have gone in and now surround the truck here. The idea is to short circuit and take that down, then make a piling move and get onto that home objective for the Orcs. Tactical play from the Infiltrators that have been useful enough in this game. We'll resolve combats next. Right, so gone on. Charges done. There was another charge down here. The Tech Priest went in. As you can see, it's cost him. He's half run over here. He did run in the front, but she's just paid the price. But so far missed. The axe, though, plunged in and did cause 2 damage, dropping down to 2 wounds left. It's on the battle wagon. No damage across here. We didn't do any damage in return. And across the other side, 13 wounds were caused. They needed 5 pluses to save and just enough wounds to destroy. The truck didn't explode, and we've consolidated onto the home objective. So Infiltrators, the JP squad again, making a mark here in this game. So highly effective in this battle. Tactically, exceptionally useful for the Adeptus Mechanicus. So turn comes to an end at this stage. There's a bit of morale to do across here. The Orcs have 4 models left on the table. We'll let Mike roll morale. It could be less here. We'll see what comes up. 4, 3, 7. We'll check morale for them. They might be all right here. I think they're okay. All right, so morale holds just about for those. Right, so Mike's about to move here. He's raring to go for turn 4. So points coming in here for the Adeptus Mechanicus. It's, again, a whole rake of points coming through for primaries, just the strength of holding on to these flank objectives and so on. The Orcs, though, following the mission, they would have been ordered to take the centre, and that's what they've done. Just that resources are running low, and Admech just sort of lining up guns just to pick them off here. So Mike's saying on his next turn he's going to try and move out and get into close combat here. But 3 more points picked up for assassination. Nothing for eradication of flesh, nothing for engage. Both sides have struggled with that, but the strength is the primaries here for the Adeptus Mechanicus. 44 points to them to 20 for the Orcs in total. We'll quickly on to turn 4 for the Orcs. The last gasp here from the Grog and his chums. All right, turn 4 here for the Orcs. Here they come. This is the last charge. A 3 Orc charge against the last of the Admech strung out across here. Casualties so heavy. Love the games. The casualties are heavy on both sides. So for shooting, a little bit to resolve here. First of all, a little bit of DAC, a tiny bit, and then charges. All right, so shooting here. A bit of DAC coming through, trying to chip off wounds, which has worked. 3 wounds caused in total. That's firepower from Grog and then also from the Meganobs. So charges next. These into here. 6 will do. They've just got to reach the barricade, so in they go. If they can wipe them out, they'll claim the objective as well. And then Grog, we've worked this out. 2 along, 2 up, 2 across, 2 down, 1 across. 9-inch charge. Here it comes. It's re-rollable. Is he too big and heavy? He's going to re-roll.
Come on. No!
Almost Snake Eyes. Oh, no, he trips and doesn't make it through the barricades. They have protected us here. We paid 2 up and along and down for our movement, and it's the same for the charge here. Imagination says that he'd smash his way through the back door, run through the corridor, and kick down the door here and go through in this direction, but the rule's not quite realistic enough to capture that. Instead, he's tried to go up and over and failed. Charges complete combat, though, across here. Magnobs to fight. 6 attacks for them. 6 is a great... 4s. So now we're looking for 2s to wound. It's Cant of the Remorseless Fist. The Chant of the Remorseless Fist for us, which is +1 strength in close combat. 4 wounds. 6 ups. Yeah, target destroyed. Objective has now been claimed by the Meganobs. We've pushed through and tapped into this, wiping out the target. Good from them. Attack. 4s. Yep, this is with the nippy thing. It's wounded. Be careful. We've nipped him in the right place. Yes, we have. Or have we? Quick, how exciting. A little tech priest. A tech priest engine seer. He can make 1 attack with a servo arm. It's forced to hit. We've done that. We wounded on a 6. It's -2. It's 5 for a save. Mike's roll a 4. It's 3 damage. Target destroyed. Now just don't blow up, or we'll die. Give us a chance to celebrate. Ooh, almost. Ooh, okay. Well. Good for you, little hero. Good for him. He does repairs, but he can also fight in close combat. It's very protective. Don't touch my tank. Otherwise, he shall strike back with his axe. That's proper for the Omnissiah fighting here. Right, fighting back. Yeah, with this thing, it's hardly worth it. It's D3 attacks. 1 attack, needing a 5. Rubbish. Rerolling. Rubbish. Okay, so that's that done. Yes, Mike says game over. We'll leave it at that. There's nothing left. Really, it would just be a case of turn 4 for us, turn 5 for us, just shooting into these to pick off the last of the wounds. I've got all these resources here available to shoot. I've got these resources across here available. Home objective snatched from the Orcs as well. So the battle's over. What we'll do is we'll calculate points to see what the armies would have scored if the game had continued on through the end of turn 5. And I'll give you a score. But I think we have an Adeptus Mechanicus, a clear victory for them. So we've got a final score here. It's quite a clear victory here for the Adeptus Mechanicus. So we'll just run through the sheet here. Orcs struggled on primaries. It's very early on in the game that they lost the flanks here. Admech dominated mostly through the Infiltrator squads. It's good work from them. That caused trouble as far as grabbing points was concerned. Most of the primaries really came from snatching the central objective, which was the main aim of the game. Then the biggest and the best, the early fall of Gutrippa affected that one, cut that one off. Stomp 'em Good was a struggle. Mike was about to get the points for that because of Mr. Nippy over there protecting the Admech tank. And it stopped that from coming through again. So just 4 points picked up. And engagement fronts was a struggle for both armies. Here, Orcs losing the flanks early affected them in a big way. So lesson learnt, I think, for that one. Same for the Admech. It's a tricky one, engaging all fronts. Unless you've got sort of dedicated units just to hide and sit there and reap the points, it is a struggle for regular units to do that. So no points picked up for that. 24 here for the Adeptus Mechanicus, camping out on objectives through turns 4 and 5. Plus, I think we probably would have left this objective and snatched this one at the end of the game. 45 points maxing out quite comfortably for primaries. Then assassination. With just a couple of wounds left, Grog probably would have met his end. So adding that together, 13 points in total for assassination for the 4 characters and warlords slain. Eradication of flesh, we reckon one more round of that would have come through, taking us to 6. And engagement fronts at the last turn of the game would have picked up 2 more points just by moving that one up that way. Would have given us 4 points in total. So a total of 68 points to the Adeptus Mechanicus. So I had a pretty good score for them. Not too bad since they've been rusting away on the shelf for a number of months on the channel. It's good to have them back. The plan with the Adeptus Mechanicus is some more games to push them into the league. It'll not be against the Orcs though. Orcs have played both of their battles. So they'll have to fight against different armies. So not sure who that's going to be against. It's not going to be against the Orcs or Mike's Necrons. It'll be against another faction because those armies have already played both of their games. But Admech looking promising enough. New units on the way. I'm currently rebasing the army as well. I hope to give you an update and perhaps some tutorials on that. Just to give a big revamp and refresh for this Admech army to press on with painting up new units. And it is the brand new unit that's sort of half painted at the moment. across there that is holding on to that new the objective there for the Orcs. So good work from them. Phoenix Lords surviving through to the end of the game. JP squad, well done to them. And maybe survived. Theoretical survival from Lucas Brown for them. So we'll think about units of the game. Silver level patrons, it's Darren Gardner, David Hurd, Danny Wright, Jason Martinez, Marcus Olsen, Peter Goodall, Ross Caldwell, William Schwarz and Zachary Lee. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. Right, so units of the game for both sides. Honourable mention to regular Boyz squads. They hit hard. Tons of attacks coming through. Decimating the Admech unit stretched out across here. So there's a good impact from them in this game. They did cause a lot of casualties. Mike's going to give it to Grog the Whopper, though. He's semi sort of survived through to the end of the game, but took a lot of hits, a lot of wounds, kept surviving, hacked stuff down, killed multiple targets. Yeah, led well from the front here. A noble war boss for sure. Then for the Adeptus Mechanicus, I've got to give it to the Infiltrators. I had high impact from them on both flanks. They did well taking on different targets, and one of the squads swinging around to claim the home objective for the Orcs. So good hard work, good innings from them. They are most potent when loaded up with stratagems, though, for high impact. So it's useful for the Adeptus Mechanicus to keep a nice lot of command points available to load up on the Infiltrators for multiple useful stratagems. That's units of the game for both sides. It's a great game. Do check out the channel for more battle reports, both on YouTube and on YouTube channel membership. You can join, unlock all the bonus content. Join us over on the Discord community as well, and help support the channel. Great game. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.